You see, you can pick and choose how it suits you. Okay, you can pick whatever makes you happy and just come on board and say, oh, he did this, he did that. But before Obaseki became governor, there was not a single petroleum refinery in Edo State. Today you have 2 refineries in Edo State. So before Obaseki became
owned by who? Is he owned by for Edo State government?
Does it really matter?
When you people come and be saying all these kind of things, you people just
Madam
that
Rita,
people are not
does it really matter?
Madam Rita, let me quickly tell
does it really matter? That's like you saying.
Does it really matter?
My goodness, I can't believe you, Mr. Akim.
No, does it really matter? If a governor attracts investors into his state to put refineries, so he shouldn't take credit for it.
Akim, listen. Akim, listen. I will always, Madam Rita, please just give me 1 minute.
No, Akim, you did. I did not interact with you when you were listening your own side.
Mr. Akim, can you let him answer you? Just let him answer you. Let him finish. Akim,
you threw questions to me. Listen, Akim, I always like it when I argue with you because we can go back home and come back to Nigeria. You started from saying Benin City is already there, blah, blah, blah. Now, in Ireland, where 2 of us came from, there is a city called Waterford. I don't know. There are many other cities. So you want to tell me that the mayors of those cities, what they do, because the cities, they are old cities, they don't build new infrastructure. They'll just keep renovating the ones that are already there. There's a Southeast University settle that was just built in a city where you already have 3 very functional universities. So let's leave that one. That is taking off the hook. Now,
but that is up to the government to make those decisions if it's needed or not.
The industries we are talking about, or whatever, the ethanol, who are the owners of these things you are talking about? Do they belong to the state?
Are they on ground? Are they functioning? That is the most important
thing. The state. That is it. How did they come about?
So how did they come about?
Make we stop this thing where we do now. If we are supporting somebody, it is you have to put the people.
Mr. Chris, you see, when you are making submission, you try to beat around the bush. No, just go straight to it and say, if you don't think the state had any participation in the first refinery, then tell us that the state had no participation in it, and then we just move away from it. Is that what you want to say now, that Edo State did not invest a kobo or a penny into that refinery? Is that what you're going to say?
No worry, please land. Make all your points so that I
will
come.
I just want to know, is that your position that the government of Edo State did not have any form of investment in that first refinery that was built?
Let me tell you the kind of argument.
Of course, you cannot say that because you know that is not the truth.
Listen. Let me tell you the kind of arguments you are making. If you say the government of Edo State doesn't have any, you are making this thing mutually exclusive. How can I say that? How can it's just like this Dangote refinery. How can you say that the Nigerian government does not have a stake in Dangote refinery?
So, did Edo State have any financial investment in that?
Can you not because of that say that the Dangote refinery, you want to count what has happened in Nigeria? That is it's a completely different. If you say any is different. I expected you to ask me who owns the majority shares in all these industries. That is what I expect you to ask me. Not if whether the state doesn't have. Why would the states not have?
Mr. Chris, can I ask him a question?
What kind of question is that? Why would the state not have? You say any. You ask me.
Mr. Chris,
you were the one asking questions, and I'm answering your question. Asking you questions.
Can you allow us to ask questions?
Please.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask question.
Okay. You made mention of a lot of things. I want to buttress his question.
No, let your gas and make it still talk one thing.
I know they see him now. They raise up your hand now. They
raise up and first way your day years since for the past 78 years.
No,
let them talk.
Don't worry. The thing is, I'm also learning from them. I'm listening with keen interest. So don't worry.
Let me buttress the point of here and not asking one question. You see, all the road, 85% of the road that were built by Omea were all concrete base. You understand me? And those roads are going to last for 25 years. And those roads were not old roads. Government is meant to produce an expansionable facility that can make the entire state improve. Government is to provide social amenities, expand roads so that people can come and develop it. And you said here that, government sat down and deemed it necessary to renovate Ogbe Stadium. They deemed it necessary to renovate Old Secretariat. What does that tell you? Does that tell you that the man in government house have any idea about governance? Does it mean that he has ideas about governance? How can you not tell us now that the next person he brought forward to us has an idea about governance? Because if governance is about renovating, we will end up having that same state in the same spot, in the same situation. Every year we'll keep on coming back and shout. Now, answer the question.
Okay, thank you very much.
Is that governance? Is that governance?
So,
renovating everything every time, is that governance?
Okay, hold on 1 second. So the secretariat complex was never renovated since it was built. So it's not like it was a disused buildings. If you're someone who flies up Road a lot, so this is a place that is known to everybody. So there's nothing to debate about that place. So, and if you notice in my first submission when I came, I did not even mention secretariat building. I talked about the reform in the civil services. Okay, I did not mention the building. There was a reason why that secretariat was built. Okay, it was meant to house civil servant people, the engine room of government. So that place was not functioning, and the governors deemed it fit to say, look, let's put this place into use. A lot of the time, what happened, maybe those civil servants, they were renting properties from different places for them to use. So instead of you paying rent to private landlords, why don't the government just fix its own building and then put its workers there and make them work from maybe a well proper environment? Maybe that is the reason why the government did that. But for me, nobody is going to say it was a bad job. It was a very good thing that he did it. But I mentioned College of Agriculture, Igoriahi. Yes, the school was in the same place before, but you cannot tell me that every single structure in that building were not built from scratch. They were all built from scratch in that college. I mentioned that before Obaseki became governor. Okay, people in Edo that want to study nursing, they had to go to places like Kogi State and other neighboring states. We didn't have a functioning college of nursing in Edo State. But Obaseki came in, the one that was there before that was abandoned, he put it up again, fix it, make the place function. Today, we have an accredited college of nursing that our people are now using. Okay, so what is he supposed to do? Go and look for the land somewhere and start building another. When the building was there, previous government decided to abandon it. The school was no longer functioning. So what is the man supposed to do? Just him too should also abandon it and then go and build a fresh one because you want to build a fresh one? Is that what you are telling him to do now? No, the man decided to use the same structure, renovated it, re-equip it, and then the place has been reaccredited, and then students are now going there. People who used to go to Kogi State and other states to study nursing, that is no longer the case. Edo residents are now studying nursing in Edo State, those ones who choose to. So that one is another mark for the man. So look, I keep saying it here. If you want to see good, you will see good. If you want to see bad, you will see bad. It just depends. It just depends on what you want to see. Okay.
Mr. Akin, if you permit me to come into your space, I want to ask Mr. Chris and Mr. Black Panther a question, and Madam Rita. I want to make it clear, I'm not that too fan of Obaseki. I said it earlier, I supported because of the PT game that was going around of Godfatherism. I never read much about him, which makes me not to be his fan, just as I know what I know about Aswin that is making me to support Aswin. That's being clear. It's not that when I say it, you will say because you support Obaseki before. No. I support Obaseki not really with my full chest, but as when I'm supporting him with my full chest. So that being said, let me go to my question about this renovation thing that you people are saying. I am not against somebody renovating and also building a new structure. I remember we have been saying in this platform that government of continuation is very important. So I don't see anything wrong with somebody continuing with project that we need. My question is, this light project that we are praising Governor Oti for, do we realize that thing started from I think Governor Jus Okalu back then? He completed it. It's also a kind of renovation. Number two, he went and go and look at one of the hotels. I can't remember if Dr. Singh can remember the name of that hotel that he went to inspect the other day in Aba. If by any reason he pick it up to finish that hotel tomorrow, it's a renovation. And we will come here and clap for that governor for doing that. But if it happened in Edo State, it's a zero. So I want you people to throw more light on that.
Irene,
okay,
what you're talking
can I come in
about
first? What's your question?
Madam Irene Finance, you know, the problem is that you people, you are just kind of mixing up the whole issue. The renovation you are talking about, it is not we that brought it up. This man just said we should compare. He said we should compare any state. Who are we comparing Obaseki with? And I brought Ebonyi State. The next thing, why is it not Anambra? I told him I'll use Ebonyi.
No, Mr. Chris, listen, Mr. Chris, sarcasm. I was just being sarcastic when I brought in the Anambra to you, and you should know that.
Okay, so let's leave that. You see the renovation we are talking about. See, Madam Irene Finance, this discussion is not about whether it is good to carry on continuity in governance. That is not what the discussion is about. And if you ask me straight away, we should encourage continuity in governance. But that doesn't mean that the person that you voted for does not have his own dreams and aspirations, his own plans, his own personal blueprint that he will be remembered for. Will know that this, see, nobody campaigns to say that I'm coming to renovate this, I'm coming to renovate that. We are only holding me accountable for the things he promised he would do. For example, the Gelegele Seaport, the cargo airport in Edo North. Those are some of the landmark projects that he promised to do. And also even the ones that he didn't promise. It is even preposterous for we to be talking about roads, attaching roads to governance. These are things that are supposed to be spontaneous. Even the roads that Obaseki did, they are biscuit roads. They have been showcased on this channel several times. And lastly, my brother, look at Ekewan Road. We know how many years they've been doing that road. And let's look at it like this. You see, it is either a government has performed or the government has not performed. At the time we keep saying that we not feel rule am out completely because he don't do some things. Now him be say we cannot rule out any governance in Nigeria since the beginning of Nigeria because all of them, they've actually done something. They have all done something that you can hold on to, that yes, this is what this man did in his tenure. So we cannot use that you cannot use in statistics, you can't use the little to represent the whole. You use the large percentage to represent the little. So if we want to go by the fact that Obaseki will not feel at least they do some things, it means no government has failed in Nigeria because all of them did something.
Mr. Chris, 1 second, please. Mr. Chris, 1 second, please, right?
No, you let us answer the question first before you come.
Hold on, just hold on 1 second.
They throw the question to Black
Panther. People they Trump. Let me answer the question.
I know. I just want to say there is something called the National Bureau of Statistics, right? So a lot of these informations are on their website. So they have grades for states based on performance on different sectors of life. Education, healthcare, infrastructure, and all of those things. It's easy. You go to the National Bureau of Statistics, and then you look at Edo State position in all of these areas. My
brother, carry that statistic throw into the lagoon, please.
Okay.
Don't bring that statistic that cannot be verified. Those statistics were bought by their money. The Nigerian politicians are buying statistics. I've worked with them before. They buy statistics. Even Agbado can come up and tell you the Nigerian economy is improving. Is that not what they tell you? You take it, isn't it? That's it. So don't bring that statistic because Nigerian statistics are not. You cannot verify them because they don't meet up to standard.
So I should believe you. I should believe you when you
tell
me that.
Don't believe me. Don't believe me. Go.
You haven't been to that state before.
Let me tell you one thing. What you should do, go and make your own verification. Don't use Nigerian statistics that is corrupt.
Yeah, but I'm not going to travel around 33 states of Nigeria to verify everything.
Okay,
yeah,
Madam Rita just gave you a statistics of road. Madam Rita gave you statistics of road. Nigeria Watch gave you statistics of road.
They go on ground and go around the states. Nigeria Watch has said it many times.
So let me answer Madam question.
That is the verdict. Obaseki failed.
Bros Chris, let me answer Madam question. Madam, you see why we are talking about, you said the Abia State Governor, you made mention that he started something. I want to tell you point blank now. You see that electricity project? The present governor started with that electricity project when he was a CEO of a bank. He facilitated the project. He brought in money to enhance that project must be completed. He followed that project from the beginning, and to God be the glory, became the governor and finally done it. So it was part and parcel of that project. That man has been a man with foresight. That is why everybody was happy. People were saying, oh, he was not the one that built it, but he has been following it. He facilitated the money, the finances for it.
Explain, is it even coherent? If the governor of the state did not approve it, how can that was not governor then?
When we are talking about development, the backbone of any economy is energy. When the governors have a foresight of economic growth and in our pursue its predecessor project that will enhance and bring about the life and the economic progress of a state, you know that governor has a foresight. Now, just suppose in Edo State, go and look at our primary school. Go and look at our the primary health sector in Edo State. You will know that nothing tangible has been done. Compare the road the Abia State governor is doing now. What is the IGR of Abia State? Abia State? Abia State is bringing a company that is doing the project, and the board is right there. This is the company. This is the term of the project. This is going to last.
I am not talking about money or IGP. I am talking about what is wrong with renovation. That is where I am going.
Renovation that will not
just finished.
Madam. Renovation that will not enhance the economic base and bring about a social enhance the social welfare of the people, the average people. It's nothing to write. It's not. If you don't do that, there's nothing.
That Haki just explained does not.
The school of nursing. The school of nursing. We cannot take that from him. But when you just suppose it with everything that he has done. Wait. Let us say the school of nursing don't do him.
Nursing, you see that school of nursing. The first question is that have they even started admitting people? See, this Mr.
No, let's give him that one.
The school is functioning. If you haven't been there, don't ask questions like that now.
Because the school is not functioning, people now go to Kogi State to go to school. How many school of nursing do we have in Edo State, Akim? How many school of nursing do we have in Edo State? That because one in Saple Road is not functioning, then the whole
state school of nursing.
Mona Sofrio. So because of
you tell us how many Mr. Chris, please, how many school of nursing do we have in Edo State?
Because of that, people would have seen starting from University of Benin, there no school of nursing there.
Oh my God! You tell us.
Don't they have school of nursing there?
Sorry, may I speak, Mr. Chris?
You are skewing the facts that people will now go to Kogi State. That is politics. Please. Iroa Teaching Hospital.
Iroa Teaching Hospital have a school of nursing as well, right?
Don't they train nurses everywhere? And you just say they go to Kogi State. I'm taking that statement that you made, that because the school of nursing was not innovated, they now go to Kogi State to attend school of nursing, as if there's no other option in Benin again. in the whole of Edo State.
You should tell us where are the options now? Where are the options? You're asking questions.
Mr. Chris, I would like to say something because I want to leave now. Don't mind. Thank you very much, Mr. Hakim. I hope you'll be here every day. And because we're getting close and we miss you over here.
You see, they ask Mr. Hakim whether I go there every day.
No, I'm not asking him. I am appealing that he should come here every day, but because I would like to step out now. I feel very bad for one thing, that because all of us as adults now, I think the way we grew up, the way we saw governance in Nigeria, it's still kind of affecting our way of reasoning, sort of. And why did I say that? Using the renovation of infrastructure, as a prerequisite or as a yardstick to prove the worthiness of somebody's governance or style of governance, I think it's very poor. It's very, very poor for us to even use that as an indices to say this person is doing this or that. And it stems from how we all grew up, how we saw governance. I imagine we're having this kind of discussion and the people back home, a child who is 24 years old now, doesn't have a clue, has never left Nigeria, doesn't have a clue about how they could even live better, that the quality of their life could be 10 times better than what they're experiencing now. It's unfortunate. I feel very sad. And another thing, it was very obvious that Governor Obaseki, during his tenure, it was a deliberate thing. We all saw it. I'm not just saying it because some people think I don't like him. It's not a question of like. Governor has something to do with feelings. Everything that his predecessor that imposed him on Edo people did, he deliberately wanted to obliterate it. Talk about the one that they call the comrade boss, Red Roof Revolution. Nothing was, we're talking about renovation now, nothing was continuum, because governance is continuum, and there's nothing wrong in the governor, renovating or continuing the good work of his predecessor. There's nothing wrong in that. And all of a sudden, because this 2024 election now, it is now all of a sudden the School of Nursing is ready. And they are not start showing projects now. That's why I said many of us are abused from how we saw governance. It ought not to be so. Why is it that now election is coming now? We are not seeing, okay, they are not bringing things online. School of Nursing, and that's what people are using to, that's what people are using to validate, somebody that you think is worthy. See, let me tell you, and this is what I said in 2020, and I'm repeating it again. In fact, speaking about the comrade bosses, it's not now that we haven't seen comrade bosses on the road. It's so funny. These people do not fight in their world. They are all friends. Oshomole, Obase, all of them, they're all friends. And at the end of the day, the interest is not about you and I. So the person or the group of people supporting or encouraging the oppressor, those are the ones to even fear. And I want to just say this, that regardless of who becomes governor, I'm still here. I will still criticize constructively. And my instincts don't lie. Just like my instincts didn't lie in 2020. And I was proven right. Yes, I can say it. I can wear the hat and give myself flowers for that. And it's the same thing. My instincts would not lie about the emergence of Aswe Godalo. In fact, Governor Obaseki is his albatross. I keep saying it. Whether people want to admit it or not, Governor Obaseki is Aswe Godalo's albatross. Whether he has a PhD in construction or whatever, as long as it's coming from Obaseki, let me tell you, a thief cannot bring a reverend father as his replacement. If anybody has sense, you can get the meaning of that parable or what I said. So, it's unfortunate that these are the indices we're even picking.
Why are you supporting them?
Okay, maybe you need to be coming to this program every day, so you understand my stance. I said before, yet with all due respect to you, because you were not here. Like I said, I'm not supporting any candidate yet, and eventually, even if I do not support any candidate, I would be the discerning voice, because I believe it's my own duty to educate and enlighten the gullible Edo people, or the ones who are greenhorns in the scheme of political things in Edo State, to understand. Then they can make informed choices of who they want to become, who they choose to become their governor. So
So,
right now, like I said, I am waiting for Akpata, because I've been shouting, Akpata, where are you? I've sent him messages on Twitter, on X. He hasn't responded. I know he's in the UK now because he entered the Allen Oyema's plane. So I don't know if he's back, but he needs to come out and speak to the people, not on X. Edo people are hardly on X. Come to Nigeria Watch. Come out and speak. Bring your deputy.
I disagree with you on what you said, that it's like our governance system is still affecting us, probably because of how we grow or something. I disagree with that in the sense that we are only comparing with what they have done and what they have. You don't expect us to compare mediocre projects with Dubai or with
why can't we? Why can't we? See, you see, my sister, you just proved to me what I just said. Why can't we compare to Dubai?
Can I finish? Can I finish? For me, it doesn't make sense comparing them because they are not there yet. You can't be comparing one road of 1 kilometer with, for example, the bridge Mr. Elvis was showing one day in China or in Australia, telling us how much dollars they spend on it, they used to do it. These are people that are focused in governance. We are still living in a country where our governance system is still like waving like a sea. They don't know where they are going. So we are only just measuring them based on their level. Coming to come and start comparing those states, for example, even with Lagos, it doesn't make sense because they are not there. And they are there.
My sister, let me tell you something.
We can tell them, hold on, we can tell them this is the right thing to do. This is what you're supposed to do. This is how it should work, because we are living in a system that works. But in area of comparison, I don't see it. And let me quickly answer to Mr. Manzi in comment section saying that I don't want to hear that Obaseki failed. Obaseki failed in so many ways. I said it, I'm not his fan. He failed in so many ways. That still does not mean that I will not recognize at least the little that he has done. I am not praising him for it because it's his responsibility. He's there to serve us. It's his responsibility to do it. I'm not praising him for doing it. But I have to recognize if he do something. That is me.
I think at this point, I would like to step out now, Mr. Elvis, and
you have done. Trust me, I just not hear they listen to all of us since now. God bless you. Trust me. It don't indicate say this upcoming governorship election for Edo State it go tough, not be small thing. You know, because more people are watching from distance right now. Because a lot of people have reached out to me. Nigeria was when you want to kickstart this governorship election now and all that, campaign for your platform and all that. So we are getting there. It's getting close. Don't worry, we are going to find time, you know, while we are discussing the things that's affecting us across Nigeria. We must certainly create time as well to talk about Edo State. Maybe we might just put a day, you know, but we're going to debate that, contemplate that within us, to see if we need to dedicate one particular day for Edo State. Maybe that might be better. But we'll discuss that within ourselves on this platform. If, you know, we can come up with something, or we'll fix it within other topics. But let's see how it goes. As you all know that the platform is very, very tight for different topics and all the things that's affecting us in Nigeria. But I like the energy that you all have put in to read today. Madam Rita, Madam Iris Finance, Black Panther, Progressive NG coming in, Kim, my brother, you know, Oga Chris, there, Kai, see, wow, you know, I appreciate you all, my people. This is wonderful. But I would like us to continue now. For those of you that want to leave, you've done well. So that we can switch to other topic and see how long we can talk till we all go to sleep. It's Friday, so God see him. I've been here since, so I would like to hear from him as well. Tonaja is here. Obviously, he has things to talk about. So let's see if maybe we might continue with this or switch, but it's allowed. Thank you very much, my wonderful ladies. So I can let you both go now if you want to, so that we the men can move on.
They could stay Niger Watch if they want to, because the debate.
Let me quickly appreciate Madam Rita. It's nice debating with you, my sister. You know, we are sister, we are friends. I will say that openly. We are not going to die on the war. It's not a bad thing for everybody to have the part that is supporting. So I will always be there. I will see in the panel in this Edo election to debate it. You and Mr. Chris. This time around, we are in the opposite fashion. So we'll do as much as we can to enlighten our people, to educate our people. And Mr. Progressive, I expect to see you more because I need people from my side as well. So thank you, Madam Rita. I appreciate you sending you all the love. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much, Mother Iris Finance. Have a good night. God bless you. Appreciate you. I'll go ahead.
Madam Iris Finance, thank you very much. Because I came in to support you as well tonight, and I'll be coming in whenever our voice needs to be heard as well. So for me, the Edo election is a very big one for me. I don't have anything outside Edo State. Whatever I have, they are all in Edo State. So for me, it is of most important that it works. So I'm always invested in it. Look, Mr. Elvis, please, could you just check that in later and send me a WhatsApp message, please?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, Major Ward, please, what I have to say, I wanted to say it earlier, but because of this debate, I quite enjoyed it, and I'm so happy. In fact, if this is a teaser of what to expect, Madam Irene Finest, you're a good debater. You are quite sharp, and I love it. At least today, I have to listen to you. Not you using a chat. The chat to always ask me to confirm whatever you hear in Anambra State. You say CM, make I confirm. So I'm really happy, Madam Rita. Of course, you're always a regular. We know, I know you. So the thing is this: I'm quite happy the way it's going. Very healthy and very, very instructive. It doesn't mean, like we say, nobody, no winner, no loser. We're all winners, we're all losers. It's just that we have to educate people. Now, there's something I want to bring in. I want people to take it on board. They said this power plant built by Geometrics at Yaba cost $800 million. I think so. They said in today's money, it should be about 10 billion naira. So I saw it's written somewhere. Now, this 10 billion, federal government is subsidizing Hajj with 90 billion. Do you see it? So, which means if that being the case, 90 billion can build that type of power plant in about 9 states. Now, if 9 billion or 10 billion could do that, or thereabout, I believe in 4 years' time, there is no state in Nigeria, since the removal of fuel subsidy, that doesn't get almost close to that every month. Not that you will invest everything, but at least if you are making savings for 1 year, every year, every month you take out 1 million. So in a year, you should be able to get 10 to 15 billion with IGR. And if you put it towards it, by Naji's estimation, he said 3 years. If there's no government interference, 3 years. So the thing is, why we debate, because Edo is the next inting now. This is what in case anybody would like to research it. It is possible that a state governor can build that within 4 years with the money, without even borrowing. So it is possible. I want us to look into it, maybe the cost, and then see the internal IGR. So it is possible. Why educating people? It might be an option that people should be saying, because I already have it as a question to ask. What do you think will make a state governor not be able to build it? That's what I'm saying, because Edo is the next thing now, that all the annoyance every Nigerian is having, they will invest it on a Edo election, because that is the only election coming up. And everybody is highly interested. It's like a national election, because there's no distraction. Edo has this year until September. So that's why I wanted to bring up. But I know in next round of a debate, where is this chap? Irene Finance is still here. Okay. This one, Chris is here. So this type of thing, we look into it because we are talking of how to make sort of set a agenda for our people or for the governor, whoever is coming. That's just what I want to chip in. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much. Yes, to be honest, we cannot afford to get it wrong this time in our state. We can't afford to get it wrong. But I would like to, before I come back to those of you that are still on the panel, I'd like us to give Mr. Alex opportunity to talk to us. Mr. Alex, you're just coming in. Thank you very much, my brother. I'm going to leave the platform for you guys to manage yourselves right there. In case anybody finish, anybody can come in. When we are tired, let's just go to bed. But let me quickly appreciate Jesus is my father. Jesus is my father. Thank you very much for your super chat earlier on. And thanks for your kind words. God bless you. Thank you so much for all you do. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. Help us to press on the like button and help us to share. And Mr. Alex, please talk to us. Say Mr. Alex, we never still know you the support for Edo State too. You come now, come local and basha local, and now we are waiting for who you support. You not see.
Go monkey.
Not too much grammar. Not too much grammar. Just who.
Mr. Najawash, thank you.
ABC,
Thank you so much.
Which one?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Yeah, people will call me Otuniwanye politics. That was the acronym they gave me when I was going with Mr. Peter Obi those days. And I was listening. I slept off. I woke up again, something caught my attention actually. There's something I noticed about politics, especially in Edo State. When people finish doing the damages, they run away when it backfires. You don't hear from them again. They disappear, they disconnect their phone lines. They never call into Najawash for a long time.
Alex, please pause. Who are you referring to, please?
I just say people. I cannot call names now. I cannot call everybody's name.
Yeah,
they just.
Sorry.
We don't want to get message, Alex.
So let me. But I'm not done. You should have given me some time to arrive.
Because it's surprising. People came and they ran away. It's election time again. They are back again.
Yes, they are back. They are back to put their money, and they after that they just run away. When everywhere is on fire, they run away and they leave it for Mr. Najawash and good Nigerians. They just run away for 7 months, for 2 years, for 3 years. You don't hear from them.
Because it was
so for me,
as if now Peter Obi with the discourse here 24 hours. We dey here they wait, make them come. Because
I don't understand. I don't understand. When Obaseki was supervising, PDP was supervising the atrocities Fulani herdsmen was doing in those states, where were these people?
They kept quiet. Now
where were these people?
Because
what's his name? Mr. Akim, I'm referring to you. Where were you?
Yes, exactly. So that it doesn't look.
Where were you? You kept quiet. You pretended to be a political rover. You were roving around other platforms, yes. Behaving like you didn't know what was going on. Yes. You kept quiet.
We still there.
I don't know if you guys are getting monies in one way or the other. You come and argue now. I live in Dublin. I live abroad. And then and nobody pays me. Where were you when market women were being kidnapped and raped, and the government never said anything about it? Suddenly you are out now to invest on those state politics.
Yeah, it's out again, like they did before.
You guys have money to throw around to say you support this, you support that, you invest this. Is that what you do? Is that what you do? But listen, you can lie to the whole world. You can be an orator, but your conscience is always your number one witness. These guys just vanish. They don't come to Najawash anymore. They don't even go to platforms that discuss the hills in Edo State. Somebody allegedly received more than 4 trillion naira in 7 years and is giving us painted buildings, and you are telling me we should listen to his candidates? No, I don't subscribe to that. I don't. I may not have chosen my candidate yet, but I have right to also express my feelings about hypocrisy. about people who are sponsoring wickedness in Edo State. I know you are listening. Please come aboard. Let's talk with facts. Please, I would like to leave it here.
He's already here with you. Don't worry, he's here with you.
Yes, but I don't have a lot of battery. If he wants to come and let him, yeah, he will come now with all sorts of arguments. All sorts of arguments.
Please don't make your battery die, please.
Yes, I know. I knew you will come. You will come, and I'm here for you.
Don't make your battery die, please.
If you can start talking, I'll be very happy. Where were you all this while? When Edo State is emerged in flood over the 30 billion water storm project?
Please don't make your battery die. Don't make your battery die, please. Keep your
battery. My battery is going already, but you may come with all sorts of fallacious boogaboo. I leave it to your conscience. It's wrong. I'm seeing another Abaseki in this man. You guys are calling Mr. Aitson Godalo. I'm saying it. The body language is the same. The striking resemblance is there. When a snake bites you before, if you see a rope, you'll be scared, my brother.
Mr. Alex, I beg use local Abacha to charge your phone. I beg.
Leave Akim. Akim is my brother, and I continue to.
Whatever you do, don't let that battle die, please.
It's going already. I know you have superior argument, but your conscience is more superior. The lies you spread.
Forget about superior argument. It's what you
say. Yes, continue. But the blood of the blood of people who lost their lives, God will judge everybody who have a hand in it, one way or the other.
No, Mr. Alice, I came here to defend myself now, okay? Not about politics now. So you said
no, you vanished for more than 2 years now.
Hold on. You said I ran away, but I was here. Naija Wash, please bear me witness. When the issue of land grabbing was hot, when we were talking about the issue of land grabbing, Obaseki was still the governor, and we were on this platform every time. Even there was a day when I spoke against Obaseki. When it was time for people to put their money where their mouth was, I donated. I'm not one of those people who start asking
you put your money everywhere, my brother. I see you on different platforms. Put your money.
People who donated to fight land grabbing, who came back later and start asking for refund, and not telling us that those states people.
I never asked for refund. I never asked for refund, my brother. I go and verify. I never asked for refund.
I did not mention anybody's name.
I said I never asked for refund.
I did not mention anybody's name. Okay,
Mr. Akim.
I did not mention.
My battery is gone. Mr. Akim, what you guys are doing is wrong. Is Obaseki is one of the worst governors we've seen in Edo State. You know I've been consistent. You know I've been fearless. You know I'll be consistent.
Another 40,000 naira.
Another Godfatherism don't come.
Another 40,000 naira.
My brother, the blood of people that lost their lives.
Submitting bank accounts for Naija Wash to return 40,000 naira today, and they come here to say they love Edo State. Come on, man, let us do something else, man.
Mr. Akim, I don't know the people you are talking about. Well, if that's the case, those are what will I call them? I don't know. I can't even.
I came here to respond to Alex. His battery has died, so I'm going to go do what I'm doing.
Yeah, Mr. Akim, let's not make this argumentum ad hominem. Let's not make it about the people. Even you, if I see you tomorrow, I'll hug you. I love you with all my heart. I don't have anything against you. It's just the politics we are talking about. So those people that requested for their money, that's just their way of life. Let's face the issues on ground. Now, the point we are making is this, Mr. Akim, we are all from Edo State. And in all sincerity, no matter how you look at it, even that land grabbing thing you are talking about, if Obaseki had done what he was supposed to do, the thing for no reach Naija Wash hand to the extent that people come they donate money, but then they fight the matter. Let's be honest with ourselves. If Obaseki actually took up that fight the way he was supposed to, it wouldn't have become something that people would now be donating money to fight.
Mr. Chris, I was on this platform and I criticized the governor.
Mr. Akim.
Mr. Akim, I'm coming. Let me finish. I had a friend then, a very good friend. He was supporting Tinubu, but he was donating for Peter Obi's campaign behind the scenes. So I looked at him and I said, we've been friends for like 12 years now, but I'm seeing a different part of you. You cannot be against Peter Obi. He said he knows that he's not going to win, but he will just donate to his campaign fund. it's exactly what I think you are doing. Now,
In
if
what
you talk
way?
about, listen, wait. If you talk about that land grabbing, that was just one part of it. Do you notice today, what do they call this guy now in Okoromi and all those people? We know the activities. We know Nigeria was cried, fought, everything, and Obaseki refused to listen. And if you're still talking about land grabbing, you are aware that your Obaseki wanted to give 20% of our land away to the Fulanis. It will take a Nigeria watch. He's standing here with us now that had to lead that campaign, and the rest they say is history. So if,
Mr.
like
Chris,
I keep saying,
Mr. Chris, the reason why I came back here, right? Because I needed to do something. I'm not like I'm busy. So the reason why I came back was because Alex came in and it was like, oh, after I was there during election, and then I disappeared, and then election, and I've explained to you the reason why I've not been frequent on Nigeria Watch. And I spoke to Mr. Elvis personally, and this is not anything. I've been on this platform. This is why I came to reference the issue of land grabbing, to make Mr. Alex understand that it was not just because of election that I'm coming. I was here. The reason why I have stopped coming was because I did not want to disrupt the obedient campaign on the platform. If the thing is for obedient, it's for obedient, and I respect that, and I stayed away from it. So what? And I explained this to Nigeria Watch before.
No,
Mr.
Hakim, please, let's not insult our intelligence.
Mr. Hakim,
I hold the same view like Alex own. So even if
let me tell you the ball game Mr. Hakim is playing.
I came back because of Mr. Hakim. I need to respond. I need to respond to Mr. Hakim, please, Mr. Chris.
1 minute, please.
Okay.
Mr. Hakim, I hold exactly the same view as Alex. So because Alex is no longer here, you assume that everything Alex has said, I also submit to the same. So you can throw those questions to me, then we slug it out. See, if you want to respect this platform,
no, I did not ask a question.
Mr. Chris, please, can you give me some few minutes? That's the reason why I came, because of...
Let me just say this, 30 seconds.
Okay, sir.
Madam Rita, if you want to respect Mr. Nigeria Watch because you wanted to use this platform to support Peter Obi, you don't need to come to the platform and start going against Peter Obi. You can come to the platform and keep quiet. If there are things being said about Peter Obi, you can contribute to other things. It doesn't mean that if you come here, you must come and go against it.
So listen, my brother, if I want to participate in a program, I want to participate in a program. Okay, if you say something and I'm not happy with what you say, I don't think what you say is right. I want to be able to say no, what you said is not right. But look, for me, I didn't want to.
I hold the same view.
Please, can I say something here?
And you just came back because of politics. That is
I
my view.
I want to say something Madam Irene said on Madam Rita's submission on the kind of how we reason.
Madam Rita said she wants to say something. Can you just let
I know she's going to say it. I just want to respond 2 minutes. Just 1 minute. Okay.
Madam Rita, I beg. Make Madam Rita talk, I beg.
Yeah, the reason why I came back is I was listening, and when Mr. Hakim made a statement that during the land grabbing, some people, donated money, by their own free will, and was surprised that some people were returning money. Mr. Hakim, you have absolutely no right on the face of this earth to even say that. And the fact that people even return money doesn't mean that they don't care about what's going on in Edo State. You shouldn't have said that. Okay, are you not trying to insinuate that those people who didn't return money, they love Edo State better? Are you trying to pontificate yourself? You shouldn't say that, because it's like you are actually abusing people's free will to do what they did. And Mr. Elvis put it out there because he's a very open man, and it was something of an obligation. So you cannot judge people's antecedents or how they care about the affairs of Edo State because some of them they send their account number. That is absolutely disrespectful to those people who donated, because there are people listening. That's why I came back. There are people listening, and you've made such comments before. I'm just trying to tell you that because you said that some people come here, they still return money and they comment that they care about Edo State. Something of that line. I'm telling you, that's a very wrong statement, because people did it from their own free will, and they also have the free will to return to get the money back. It doesn't mean they don't care about the affairs of Edo State. I However, the fact that we are even doing it, it shows the failure of governance. Somebody gets security votes every month. 30% derivation money that was given. No, in fact, the money went to voicemail. There was no accountability. All the contracts in Edo State. Can they tell us the contractor of Ekawa Road? I'm just talking about Ekawa Road. I'm not even asking about any other project. Can basically tell us, can you tell us now if you want to go by infrastructure, because road is very primordial at this time for me doing discussing it to show that somebody is a good governor or the administration is perfect. The road construction is something that's normal. It's just like you're talking about salary. Man, madam, our mommy says a man is worthy of his wages. He's worthy of his wages. She always put that there. So things like road and salary is very minute.
Don't respond now. Don't need to respond to it. Don't respond.
Mr. Black Panther, please. I need to respond. You can't tell me
you, Madam Rita.
No, Madam Rita, not you. He's talking to Akim.
The reason why I came back.
To respond, please.
No, but that's the reason why I had to come back. Because this is not the first time you have said this thing, and it's very wrong. It's an abuse to people who willingly wanted to help. So whatever decisions they make, you have no right to even make that statement. If you want to give out, fine. That's good, but you don't know anybody's situation. So you shouldn't say that. That's why I came here. Because this channel, we stand for the truth. And we are very open. Mr. Elvis is a very open man. So that's why I'm coming here now, not to discourage people for tomorrow when they want to donate. Because somebody like Mr. Akim will say, oh, if you return the money, that means they don't care. That means they have no voice to come and even talk, or they have the only audacity to question about the affairs of Edo State. That's what you are insinuating, Mr. Hakim. And that's very wrong. I respect you a lot, but sometimes your views can kind of be very discouraging. Maybe you're trying to make a point, but you kind of, it's skewed. It's okay. Skewed. Without due respect to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to have to respond, please. I'm not going to just.
Oh my God, guy, what you said is what she quoted. Why you respond to what you quoted now? Why you responding?
Mr. Black Panther, can you just calm yourself down for 1 minute, please? Calm yourself down, okay?
You now, she was quoting
just calm yourself down, okay? So Niger Watch as a platform, we all know very well that Mr. Elvis have always said that he does not want to use his platform to raise any form of money for any form of activities or support anything when it comes to social issues back home. So when the man not fall, he was able to say, let me on this matter now, okay, let me even change that stance for once. Okay, let me change that stance for once. Guys, this is what we want to do as a community, right? This is what we want to do as a people to support whatever deficiencies that we have back home. It's not by force. If you can afford, could you please donate to the platform so that we use to get a lawyer to see what we can do about the issue of land grabbing? This is for somebody who reluctantly, this is not something he used to do. Bring the money. Okay, everybody donated. This is a platform that he put out there for us to hear our voices. Okay? And then when time comes, people turn around and say, Mr. Elvis, that land grab issue will not call you better. Please return my money. Please return. How are you encourage this man for the future? You're talking about encouraging others who donated. How are you can I just watch tomorrow now come out? There's something going on in the dossier. Can I just watch come out tomorrow again? Say, when I can donate money, more go help people waiting for grant. It's not going to do it.
Mr. Hakim, it is not your place to judge people's choices. That's my point.
Because I was among the people who
is like reinventing the wheel.
I was among the people
we are not here to reinvent. We are not here to reinvent the wheel. We all know the situation.
To come out and put
I don't think Mr. Elvis will even like this discussion.
See why I said you don't need to respond
will not even like this discussion, because my point is that please don't make judgment on people's choices. You chose Governor Obaseki. I'm not judging you, so don't judge people who chose to, like, you know what? Let's take back the money. After all, Mr. Elvis even put it out there as open as he is. So please, let's not even go too far. My point is, it is not your place to judge people's.
I have an opinion. I have my own opinion.
This is not an opinion. You already judging people. It was not an opinion. You were judging people, Mr. Akim. It was a judgment.
That is the position where I see it from. Okay,
it was a judgment. It was a judgment. It was not an opinion. It was judgment.
Akim,
They can play this video back and
failure.
listen to what you said. You were judging people.
The failure of Obaseki. They were funding the failure of your principal.
It does,
because
look,
if your principal had done what he was supposed to do in the first place, there wouldn't have been need to raise that.
And his principal has committed another crime. He committed another crime again. Let me tell you the crime.
I don't call politicians my principal.
My brother, wait.
As a person, as a governor.
Oga, wait.
Obaseki is not my principal. So I don't call politicians my principal.
I won't allow you to speak. You have been speaking since morning. Are you the host? Let other people speak now. Are you a PDP man? Tell us what you be. About for now. Look, the way we are taking Edo State to, I am telling you today, most of you no go come Niger Watch after this election. If the wrong person is there. Most of you no go get right to speak again. I bet you, I'm here, I'm very patient. I'm like an hyena. I'm very, very patient. If you people make Edo people mislead the people to make a wrong judgment, most of you, we go pursue and come up for all the whole media for the whole world. I'll be the leader of it all. Because we are not ready to make any mistake in this Edo State election. We should not be biased, neither will be hypocritical about it. We should face the fact. Edo State government has made a fundamental mistake. Now he chose somebody, he's now coming as a godfather, which he rebuked before, and we are sitting down here telling our people, say, okay, you cannot compare.
Can anybody hear me at all?
Yeah.
Okay, please hold on. I will start from your statement before I go where I'm going. The statement of whoever that anybody supports, or if they support the wrong person or the right person, they will not have any media to talk is a threat. You cannot say that to anybody. You can't force people to support who you're supporting.
Mr. Niger Watch, I am not forcing people.
Hold on.
I'm presuming what will happen.
You hold on, please. Just hold on. I heard what you said, so that's why I'm coming in now. You can't threaten people that if you guys support the wrong, I understand you don't want to have the wrong person to rule you for another 8 years again at those states. But nevertheless, you still don't have the right to tell people who to support, even though you raise your voice from nothing till next 2 million years. Who they want to support is who they want to support. You can't force them. Remember during the time of 2023 presidential election, these people supporting APC were threatening the people that were supporting Peter Obi. Upon all that, who want to support Peter Obi were still supporting Peter Obi. In fact, some of the people they tried to suffocate in terms of who they needed to vote for. What they did, they lied to them. Okay, that's fine. For peace to reign, I will vote for APC. But on the voting day, they ended up voting for Peter Obi. So please allow people to express their freedom of expression, to support whoever they want to support. Like I said, the reason why this argument is going on right now is because I've chosen to stay neutral, not to talk on this at all. If maybe I was standing supporting anybody like I did for Peter Obi, I'll pronounce and I'll let people know who you want to support. If you know you are supporting what I want to support, let's be together. If you don't want to support what I'm supporting, I'm sorry. During this time of election, you can just give us space. I would like to quickly come to Mr. Akim.
Can I respond to that, please?
No. Please, now you respond.
I got to respond to it. I will respond to it.
I'm still talking now. Later now. Mr. Akim told me several times, called me privately, telling me that, my brother, the reason why I'm not coming to the platform, because for some of you saying that he ran away, he didn't. He was still here listening to us, but he didn't want to come to the panel. He told me personally, even when I was a bit upset that, okay, Mr. Akim is not here anymore, like other people left. In fact, some people actually just left satanically or any reason not to them, but Akim is totally out of that. He was even super chatting us, during the time of that election. Maybe some of you can testify to that. But he only refused to join the panel because he told me he's not supporting Mr. Peter Obi. So because of that, coming to the panel, we caused a lot of arguments, you know, between him and the people supporting Peter Obi, and he knows my platform is dedicated for Peter Obi, which is understandable, you know. So that one was a total different thing, you understand, you know. But he was here watching. Sometimes he comments, sometimes he just give a super chat and all that. So yes, but some people left 100%. Till today they've left. Some of them have lost. They lost, nowhere to be found. They are angry because I use my platform to support an Igbo man. Some of them are angry. Some of them even hate me. I know these things. I don't like talking about it. You understand? But Madarita was here with me, Madam Iris Finance, and many others that were here with me because, you know, they were supporting Peter Obi, which was a good thing. So on that area, don't blame Akim for it, because he was communicating with me privately on that. Then coming to what the topic one Ayogo bring just now is not even, is not relating to what we're talking about. I don't know where that topic came from, you know. But one thing I want to say there, I don't want to address it, but I only want to clarify something. You know, I was the one that told people that the money you guys donated is still with me. What we wanted to use it for. Please mute yourself. Now, where is this noise coming from? Yeah. You know, I was the one that went to the platform. It was not a public donation, to get that clear. It was not a public donation. It was a WhatsApp group donation. You know, and people that donated was about 30 to 50 people or so. I can't remember. So that's it. A maximum of 50, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. So the money was with me for more than a year or 8 months or 9 months, which I can't remember. It's a long time ago. So I have to come up. Although before I came up, you know, to talk to address it, information was already. The annoying part of it is that when I don't carry this thing come here, let me talk a bit about it. The annoying part of it is that information was already reaching me that some people were in the coven, because I call them coven. Anybody that discuss anything behind me or my platform, if I hear it, I believe you guys are in the coven discussing. That's how I normally put it on. You know, information was already reaching me already that some people in the coven are already asking themselves, money where we donate, you know, the protest, we did not carry it out anymore, blah, blah, blah. And the money is not refunded and all that, blah, blah, blah. And I was updating them every like 3 months. This is where we are going, what we are doing, and all that, but the money is intact and blah, 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 blah. But after Comrade Omobude I addressed you all, we now get to realize that what we wanted to protest for, this is where Obaseki will come in again. What we wanted to protest for, Obaseki has sorted it out. You know, one thing about me, I've criticized, I work so hard to make sure Obaseki come back to office in second term. But I'm not part of the people that say Obaseki failed 100%. No. I still criticize him till yesterday here. But to say Obaseki failed 100%, I'm not part of it. Because land grabbing, I fought it heavily in Edo State, single-handedly alongside with my crew. But one thing that we must understand, I put Obaseki under pressure, then he now created a committee. That committee were very, very active. Now, the reason for raising that money was to go for a second protest, which we even supposed to go to the Oba Palace, you know, to go stay in Oba Palace for more than 3 days, eating, sleeping there at the gates until this land grabbing is sorted out. But the committee that Obaseki created were active. We all should, let's be honest to ourselves. They were active, you know. Then the money was not like, you know, how do I put it on? It was there. It nothing to do with the money anymore. Then I came back to you guys. I'm sorry, this money is still with us. It's still with me. There's nothing to spend this money on. Should I disburse it or we should hold it now? Some of you say, please still hold it. But let's just still go for another. We'll go for a protest when a protest is done already. I waited. And I said, okay, I told my mom, to be honest, I told my mom, and I told my mom that, mommy, more than 10 times in different occasions, this money needs to be refunded back, because at the end of the day, you know, the protest that this money was raised for, Obaseki don't do one. So, you know, this money need to be refunded for. Some people say we should keep it in case anything happen in the future. We can still use that. No. I don't. For me, everybody know me. I don't want to keep any money for anybody. I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to keep any money for anything that will happen in the future. Who know what will happen for the future? The money was raised because of point A. You are telling me to keep the money for in case anything happen in point B and C and D. It doesn't make sense to me. So, but what fasting did was after I started hearing that even one or two people were in the coven talking already. So made the made fire not go burn there for inside that coven. I have to quickly come out to rescue them, you know, to say, okay, no problem. I made an announcement in the platform. So, all right, guys. The reason why this money was raised because of this, Obaseki sorted it as we speak right now. Land grabbing is almost 0% at that time. I don't know whether I don't go ahead right now. So please, this money must be returned back. Even after I even left that message, some people left audio in the platform. No, Naja was hold on first. Don't take this decision yet. I said, no, please. Everybody send your account. I need to start refunding it. Yes, most people send their account, while some people refuse to send their account and say, no, I don't want to be part of it, which is normal. It's normal. Whoever that send their account, I don't have any issue with that because after all, it's their money. It was 50,000 naira they donated. So whoever that send their account that they need their money back is a normal thing. So for me, I don't blame whoever send their account. People that did not send their account, I appreciate you guys as well because some of you attached a wonderful text to me and all that. Thank you very much for all the hard work you did and all that. So I don't think I need my money back because we did not pay you for everything where you do, you know, for all these things. So I said, okay, una do well. Both the one we take money, the one we not take money, all of them did well because at the end of the day, they wanted us to have a better Edo State. But the area that I'm not happy about now is that una know they talk, una talk and say the money Mr. Elvis returned it because Obaseki sorted it out. Make una still give him credit for that now. You know, because that's how it happens. We cannot just say, you know, this one is bad, this one is bad. You all know that I say things I raise, regardless of whoever that is involved. You understand? Mr. Alex just now, yes, he said something which I align with him, but I don't want to go there. But one thing is this, like I said, I will say it again. People will collect their money, people will not collect their money. Everybody were fighting together how we can have a better Nigeria. It was not a public donation. It was not a donation that we announced on Nigeria Watch. Yes, someone called the big money. It was a WhatsApp donation which I needed to refund because the money cannot be in my hand. Maybe they're not going to say, I go use and do Olidara. I put on for Olidara now. I wait to call a contribution. I call the user, they make interest. You know, human beings are different kind of people, you know. So please, let's get this right. Mr. Hakim, you got that part wrong by saying that after you didn't get the reason why we returned the money. So I just explained that to you now. That's the only area you got wrong. Why Madam Rita, you know, angry over how everything went. Please, nobody should be angry. It's just, I don't know how that conversation even have to come in, you know. Whoever donated at that time or whoever received their money back, your primary intention was to see Edo State better, which I will applaud you all for it, you know. But there's a big but to it. If you guys notice, after then, I stay back a bit when it comes to Edo State. I have my reasons. I stayed back because I just want to see somebody else that will do it better than me. You understand? For me, not be me no a pass. Even what I'm doing here today, not be me no a pass. So for me, I be kind of person that I applaud every platform that is doing anything to see Nigeria work. That's me. It doesn't have to be me. I only one person want to do one for Christ's sake. Only one person cannot do this thing. Let's be honest to ourselves. Only one person cannot. For me, I want to see at least 10,000 Nigerians having a platform and consistent with their platform, advocating and calling out our government to do the right thing. You'll see them, they will be under pressure. To be honest, but if you want to be selfish, No, now only me, now only me. Then we are not going anywhere. Why you are pretentiously saying that I want Nigeria to change? I want Nigeria to change. Whereas for your mind, you don't want Nigeria to change because you want only you to be there. So that's the same thing in those states. So for me today, land grabbing, I'll continue to give myself the credit. Land grabbing is totally out of those states. Maybe let's say before I can say that at the time that I refunded that money, it was zero. Land grabbing was zero in those states. But now they said it's gradually coming back again. There's fight going on in a series of community right now as we speak. People have been reaching me privately. Nigeria was waiting up, waiting we do, you forgive us. You know they talk for this land grabbing anymore. You know they talk for waiting concern our community anymore. You know they talk for this anymore. And I said, oh, I'm not a governor. I'm not working for the government. When I get governor for this state, meet him. This is one of the things I saw all the time. Let's value our own, regardless of what. It's very important. Your words alone. Some of you come to this platform, you will say good things about me, you will pray for me. It means a lot. It goes a long way. You don't necessarily have to give me a penny. You don't have to. If you don't have it, that's fine. If you have, God will bless you, even in advance. But be kind. Don't come here and write something that will kill my spirit on the comment section. And then you take it like a cruise, like some people are doing all the time. It kills the effort. It reduces your enthusiasm to do what you are doing. It's not nice. So please, let's value our own, because most of the good ones that we have today in Nigeria that you and I are criticizing today, many of us push them to where they are today. Yes, if you don't like, if you like, argue that with your family back home or anybody, your friends or anybody, but it's the fact. It's just like what the Nigerian government is doing right now, pushing people to the war and all that. When people now respond, you are not saying, oh, they are doing something bad. But you are pushing people, you are pushing everybody to the war every day. So, my people, I wanted to quickly respond to that. Not be waiting on our call report. If Akim not talking where Akim, I have to clarify that properly. Madarita, you don't need to be angry about it. Whenever there's election like this, there's always argument like this. But one thing I want you guys to know, please, don't create enmity amongst yourselves just because of the upcoming election. You're not going to be, say, after election, nobody will not want to agree to yourself again. I like the way Madam Irene's Finance addressed you even after you left the platform just now. That is what I want. Yes, it doesn't mean that she's not going to disagree with you again tomorrow, especially on this election. But after all that, let that love lead. Please. Thank you very much. I thought I should put that in. You guys can continue. Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Nanjao. It's a very eloquent speech I've given, but I think I'll just allow Madam Rita to speak first. Courtesy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris Domosa. First of all, everybody know me. At the end of the day, it's all laughs, and I can never get myself to fight in their war. When I mean I mean all these politicians. They say when intelligent people gather, everybody brings their opinion out. At the end of the day, we are still one family. That's what, if people who are not intelligent, they take it personal, they take it to their bed. I don't personally, because for me, my passion is to teach people, the people who are not aware, to inspire people to speak out, ask questions, and learn. Because you have to make yourself teachable. I always say, so that you don't become an empty barrel. Make yourself teachable. And pride, they say, goes before a fall. Not because of pride, you always want to feel that your argument is to win. Mr. Elvis always teach us and say, you argue to learn, not to win. Even if I have a different opinion about the choices that people make, it doesn't mean I hate the person. No, I'm trying to explain to you and the world my opinion on why I chose to be maybe on the left or on the right hand side. So it's all love all the way. I mean, me and my sister Irene, she supports that. And it's good that we have these, discerning opinions. It makes it dynamic, and it makes people, your mind should be open. We should have different views. You know, if it's just one view, it will seem autocratic. It will seem like, you know, somebody is trying to be hegemonious, or Mr. Elvis is trying to be hegemonious. And that's why he brings different people with different perspective. People have disagreements, you know, voices are raised, but we all come back together. And that shows that we are intelligent people, we are respectful people, and, you know, we want to teach people. And Mr. Elvis is an inspiration to me. Regardless of what it is an inspiration. And no matter how old you are, it doesn't matter. We don't talk here based on age. We just respect each other. Because anybody's bringing age here, please enter house. The over here is to talk about opinions and to teach each other, because nobody is an encyclopedia of knowledge. Nobody. We learn every single day. So thank you, Mr. Elvis. You know, I know the vessel means I laugh, I play a lot, you know, but you know, when it's time for my opinion, I put it out there, and that's it, respectfully, hopefully. And if I'm not respectful, I'm very quick to apologize. You know, if you feel like disrespected. So that's it. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I really, really appreciate you, and I thank you for this opportunity. But we move.
Madarita, not go anywhere.
But one thing is that
yeah.
Madarita and Alice, we still wait for one and will tell us who are the support to. Because you know why? Hold on. You and Alice will get voice. You know, you cannot be country people that is coming out transparently to say that this one they want support, and you are country them, but you are not telling them at the same time who you are supporting. So they might find it funny. So I'm not saying you should do that now, but at least
don't worry, she's going to support us. Don't worry about it.
Mr. Elvis, hold on first. Hold on.
All right.
See, I hate being boxed to one corner. And I know when I'm being boxed to one corner. And when people come out here, when we are speaking on issues, like I made mention the other time, Madam Irene was coming up with, oh, you disrespect people. I hate being boxed to one corner. I never made any statement to take anybody's right. If you don't mind the way I put my thing, then you are not ready to take back Nigeria. If you, Madam Rita made one fundamental statement here, I went inside and thought and think about it very critically, but we just box it aside. She said something that our psyche has been affected. The way we make our choice. And somebody said, oh no, she now made reference to Dubai. So not compare us to Dubai. Edo State, Benin, is older than Dubai. Dubai, you see there, is 20 years. They use 20 years to develop that thing to what you are seeing there now. Ask yourself, how much did Edo State use in running the government in a month? Go and check it. It's mind-blowing.
My brother, sorry, 1 second, please. I'm not cutting you short, please. 1 second. Okay. Madam Rita, I just want to say sorry. I just want to apologize to you for the back and front. And if you feel offended by my statement earlier, I just want to apologize to you. I did not want to leave the platform without letting you know that I didn't mean no harm. You know my person. You know my person anyway. So and I'm really sorry about the misunderstanding about the origin of the issues from the beginning. So that was my bad. Mr. Elvis, I just want to say good night, because I actually came back because of the man with no battery that his battery died. So
thank you.
I came before you go.
Actually, you are very funny, man with no battery. Alex is coming back for you. And you have to come back when Alex is here. You have to come.
Finish, Mr. Hakim. Alex go finish you for this.
Wait,
Mr. Chris, please. Mr. Chris, you know what you go happen? You just tell me where you just did for Dublin. Maybe drive come so that me and you go just sit down.
We'll just talk about it. Now the first thing, we try, we have to talk. So,
Mr. Elvis, please.
This time, that was not going to solve the
Mr. Elvis.
You know, go solve it. So that we are face to face. We need to
know. Please, let me say this before Mr. Hakim leaves the platform. Let me just say this. You see, one of the reasons why I decided to join this platform, as I said, is because I listened for a very long period of time and I saw some consistency. So you see all these things, all this talk about competency, capacity, it all boils down to one thing and one thing only, and that is standard. Standard, standard, standard. You cannot, be blaming other politicians in Nigeria. In fact, blaming the man who is in charge now for everything that you can find in the book, especially when it comes to economic management, and then turn around and now be supporting someone that is doing or has done exactly the same thing, that you are blaming the politicians or even the man that is there now, Mr. Tinubu. Because if you stand on your face and you want to look somebody in the face, eyeball to eyeball, and say you are supporting Obaseki, I will find it so hypocritical at any point in time to fault Mr. Tinubu going forward. You dare not. Because if you do that, that is the textbook definition of hypocrisy. Where do you want to start from? That means there is no standard. You just flip-flop. For crying out loud, where do you want to start from in Edo State? If you are a watcher of Nigerian politics, even some people have strength in more states, in some states than the other. But Edo State is one state that if you are a Nigerian political watcher, you will have some interest there to some, to very reasonable extent. Where do you want to start from in Edo State? Edo State is sick. Currently, Edo State is sick. And when someone is sick, you source for a physician to diagnose and to treat. That's what you do. The current debt of Edo State, and you say you want to choose a leader. Here are the numbers. The current debt of Edo State. Obaseki met Edo State in 2016. Edo State has a Naira debt. Just the Naira debt of about 45 billion Naira. Today, it is almost 300% up. About 123 billion up.
Please, how many number out of the 36 states?
Now, wow.
Now you go support.
Obaseki met the dollar debt of Edo State when he was in office. It was $183 million. Today, it is 314, more than double. He has doubled the dollar debt. Total sum together, Obaseki is living in Edo State with $569 billion in debt.
Jonathan, sorry.
Yes.
Jonathan,
which number?
Jonathan, please, Jonathan, don't forget please don't forget your line of thought. Because people are listening to you, always quote your source so that people will
this is from the debt management office.
Yeah, that's what I
debt
wanted
management
to ask
office.
them.
So this is the source.
Exactly.
This is not like it's the debt management
No,
office.
I'm not doubting you. I'm not doubting you. I know you didn't plug it on the air.
He has said it now. Debt management
office. These are minor
Tell them the number we did.
So,
the number
Mr. Jonathan,
yes,
you determine now say Obaseki they owe money.
It's owing money, 569 billion Naira.
Jesus.
No, wait, Jonathan.
No, may give us specific.
This half a trillion Naira debts.
569 billion.
I know number 3. I bet tell
as at the end of again, you know what he did? You know what he did, which is very criminal. In 2023, just last year, Obaseki, this loan that we just talked about is minus this one. He went ahead and he got another loan from the World Bank, $75 million. This is minus. This is minus. And this one is not this thing. You go to the World Bank website and you source for it. He got it through the Federal Ministry of Finance.
Jonathan, they go locate
with all this money. This is not even funny. With all this money, don't we deserve like 3 stadiums? 3 new hospitals.
You run like Dubai
now. The 75 million.
Oh my goodness. Where is Akim? Akim, come back.
The $75 million is source. Last year, just less than a year that you are leaving office, he said it was
Jonathan,
and we still have district roads. And somebody will tell me I cannot be upset with my state.
I don't know.
Everybody has the right now.
Mr. Chris was cited. Mr. Chris cited example. That was when I came in, and then I left again. But I
Mr. Jonathan, all this figure where they talk, so I beg. Who get fancy? I get headache. I want drink fancy.
No, these are the numbers.
This is not that matter is not funny. This is really serious.
You know, I'm not laughing at what he's saying. I'm laughing at people that are saying that they should bring somebody to come and contest election. That is people I'm laughing at.
The irony of it is that these guys now that is sponsoring now, they will not see anything until the day they get to office. They will now say he
don't have money.
An empty treasury.
I beg. May I
they
make
will never change politicians.
I beg. People, may I make one point? You see, we need to get this thing clear. Mr. Nanjawach, I know say you talk, say Obaseki cannot fail 100%. No, not be that one with the talk. Madam Irene Finance don't still mention that thing, say inofficial Obaseki fail completely. No, not be that one with the talk, because no government for the history of Nigeria has failed completely. You must see what they do. The issue is that does the government have a pass mark or not? We cannot be looking at the other little things did. Those ones are there, fine. But the issue is this government, it pass or it not pass. Once it not pass, it fail. It's as simple as that. It's either he passed or he failed. And as long as I'm concerned, Obaseki failed.
But they say it passed now. Somebody say it passed. Yes, 7/10.
Some other things. If you want judge and like that, Buhari himself pass. Gowon pass. Obasanjo pass. Jonathan pass. All of them pass. If they are things that they did.
Mr. Tinubu is on a good track record also.
Tinubu don't still do some things. If not so, we want a judge.
It pass now.
The government has failed or the government has succeeded. No in between inside.
Chris, please. There's something I want to bring. Because this is enlightening the class with them now. You know, Jonathan, these things you brought out now, I would like later we go through it and then get the figure and keep. Because this is part.
Wait, if you look at that list, those things is like number 4. Number 4 there.
Listen,
Mr. Jonathan, can you post that? Wait first. Mr. Jonathan, post that into Oga Nanjawach.
Okay.
See, what I'm trying to say is that this is not the data or the type of tool I like. When you hold it and you are confronting anybody, it does not mean whether it's a Labour Party. This is incoming government I'm trying to say now. You say this is the debt. If you ask themselves, say, do you know the debt profile of the Edo State? If you quote something off head, they say, no, this is your source. Now, given these figures, what do you think you are going to do? So that not when they get in, they say, waiting I meet. I met empty. It's like
they give the expo now.
No, give.
Go ahead.
It doesn't mean the explanation, because you say if you don't know the answer, it cannot conjure something. Because what you are trying to do is that he will not just tell me that he go do miracle. You go say this is the debt profile. Tell us what we are going to do when you inherit this debt profile. Start now to explain it to us. You know that into it will put them off balance. Whatever he's saying now, you say where ask the question.
They have to own the debt profile first. They have to own it.
They have to run the debt profile first.
They go own
that's
them.
why I'm saying because when you give them your source, you didn't just conjure it. If you want to test the person, you go say, do you know the debt profile of Edo State? He may say something. He say, no. What the figure I have is saying this from debt management office as associate debt website. This. Bam, you don't hit them. Then you say, the question is not even that. The question is, this is the state of health. This is how healthy the state is. Now look at what we are promising in your manifesto based on what we don't see. How do you, with this type of thing, convince us what we are going to do? So that heat go. He go feel him.
He go sweat.
No, because you were the accent. You were the other kind of question. He knows say yes, you are enlightened. Imagine you bring in the say, look at the figure. So you can't quote, you can't say a fake because they say debt management, given the website, everything, the day where you lift them. Then he said, this is now what we are going to inherit. And this is what you plan to do. Tell us, convince us the miracle you are going to do to handle this. The person goes sweat. No matter what, you go throw them off balance. Unless maybe, I don't know. But for me, if you ask finish, people go.
Let's just look at it like this. Mr. Jonathan, I don't thank you and give us our mandate for your
interest. God will bless you.
For your interest in Edo State politics. I've thanked you before. If you look at that list, Edo State is like number 4, number 5 there. That's number 1. Then number 2, you tell me, say somebody, they collect over 500 billion. We don't see any physical infrastructure. And a Boeing, we not collect reach half of this man. We see brand new structure. Now only renovation. Now then they talk. Then you go expect me say, I go focus on 1 or 2 things where the governor do. Can they use that one?
Oh my God.
The verdict is that the man failed. He failed woefully. Because if we want to use the standard of praising him in the little things he did, we have to go back to 1960 and praise everybody that came.
1960 long.
Now Basanjo built National Theatre, National Stadium. Now Basanjo built that. Yes, now we go pick one thing where all of them do.
I disagree with when you say he failed woefully. You can't say he failed woefully.
But he failed. Did he
Mr. Najawat, make I tell you one thing, Mr. Najawat. Make I tell you one thing. Augustine, wait first. Mr. Najawat, it seems you don't get the debt profile where you don't leave behind. Compare with what structure it put on ground with that debt profile. Compare it. It's not commensurable at all.
So
he has failed woefully.
See, Black Panther and everybody.
Okay, wait, Oga. The situation now is that, is it all about Baseki or the incoming governor?
Now listen,
that's because he bring the incoming president to cover up that debt profile.
Let me tell you.
There's no way you can divulge the two from each other. Please.
Chris, listen, You know this thing, it's like Obaseki keep mess for ground. It does not mean saying keep them for anybody will go come in. So this question, this debt, this is what you present. It depends. Maybe this type of the person that will give you the most constructive answer, most convincing, is part of the question. Because Obaseki don't create this mess. Keep. We agree based on the figure we don't see. So if you go to interrogate, say you borrow so trillion, nothing to show for it. Okay, in they go. We agree. We don't mess up. So the person that is going to, whether you are from SDP, APC, AAC, anything, the question is, how do you handle this mess? How do you clear the
manage the debt profile? How do you manage the debt profile?
That is the thing. So that is why this thing is interesting. So it's a double-edged sword.
Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much.
So it's a double-edged sword. You can cut both sides.
God will bless Mr. Jonathan. God will bless you.
If you support SDP candidate, you have to know whether can SDP candidate this, because this is already before you even do your manifesto. This is the mess. You see, now I remember. I will continue to thank Peter Obi. Peter Obi left Anambra State no debt. Rather, he saved 75 billion keep. So that tells you is that no, it's true. So that's why sometimes when people talk, I said this is the type of thing you should have done at national, but that is not what we are discussing. So this figure, in fact, this day I know say it will still change. It cannot just be this. Maybe it was the set as they get to August, the exchange rate, because then go they change them or whatever. It will be changing. But the thing is that the source is constant, which is debt management office. So, or maybe before then go don't pay some back. I don't know. I'm not holding brief for anybody. But whenever this thing is going to be raised, let the figure be fresh, because you have to quote the website and the day you lifted it.
So every day for a year, we go to quote that thing every day.
You go to visit and you go to visit the website every day, so that when you bring it, it's good though to me, because that is what whichever candidate you want to support, that is the question you have to put to the person if you want to be genuine.
Yes. That question applies to everybody.
Every of them.
Double-edged sword. So Obaseki don't shit for grand keep. So
and if they bring somebody who will come shoot another shit.
No.
For the fact saying they support Aspen, you mean say say Aspen go fit cover for them. It's
now the game be that now.
So I don't need any person to tell me who I go support again.
One thing this figure don't show is that nobody will come tell us, hey, I saw so we don't know, say he did. We even know the figure before the election. So what
don't suffer for this
so what we want is how, tell us the miracle or the magic. How are you going to do it? And still that is the thing. So if you can't be able to explain it convincingly, oh boy, you never start. Forget about saying no, you create the mess. But that is what we are going to meet. Oh boy, but these politicians now, wow. So in
the problem. Okay, now they bring another person.
You know,
wait, Mr. CM.
Yes.
You know why Peter go rob Paul? See, if you as a governor you are going, you would have left this a playing ground for everybody to contest, because this thing not be magic, not be juju. You are leaving something you think that Nigerians don't know. Now, Mr. Would even talk another thing, sir. Look at what Mr. Jonathan brought. Is this one not even with this kind of thing? He can invite any, if not good country. Already, you don't invite the policemen, they can't investigate them.
Dr. Sam, may I review my past mark? The score where I gave before with this information,
wait,
the score.
Chris.
So me, I tell you, say you not give better score before. I tell you now.
Let us educate ourselves here.
1.8 over 10.
Do you know the next thing? Do you know the next thing? Because I like being fair in my life, and we are talking about this thing. The next thing to do is that now you've known the debt profile. What I want, what people should do, some of you in Edo, those of you from Edo State, is to find out all the things he did. Probably you cost it. If there's a way for you to know how to cost them, you can just say, okay, we know he did this at this cost or this. So that
we cannot cost it. We cannot cost it.
No, I'm coming now. No, just for you to see. You have to be fair in trying to judge, but you already know. So that you can be above criticisms. Somebody will now say, these are the debt. Do you know what those money was used for? Because some people can borrow money to do something good. So you are now saying, these are the money you borrowed according to the DMO, debt management office. We don't see them, both in dollar, locally, and in naira or whatever. Yes. Now we want to know, because we are not borrowing. We believe you are not borrowing this money to put for your pocket. You are borrowing it to do projects for Edo people. Now we want to see where those money went to, and even if you point to anything, is it what they call value for money? Because somebody might tell you, I spent this 10 million to buy a loaf of bread. If you ask and you go point bread, but you are now asking, is that value for money? Is that loaf of bread value for 10 million? So that is what they call value for money. So you still have, this is even a revelation. So you have a lot of background, this thing to do. You come up with much more, penetrating questions, so that you interrogate the thing, because this is for the interest of the people. You are not doing it to favor anybody. You're only trying to say, given the fact that this is the state of the health of Edo State, now we want to know what this money were used for. Obviously, you didn't borrow it to put in your pocket, you borrowed it for use. So where were they putting? That is as per
to generate money that will pay that loan back. I mean, is that what you're saying? What is on ground now that will generate funds to pay that loan back?
That is for you to find out. That is the assignment now. That is for
Mr.
you.
Ivis.
Yeah.
Are you there? Mr. Ivis?
Yeah, he's there now.
Okay. Mr. Ivis, are you there? I don't think it's there.
Just Jan, he hear you. Maybe there is something.
I just want to tell him that you see the link that I sent to you, the second one, you will see the profile of state by state in Nigeria from the debt management office, and you will see that of those states there.
Be like, peace won't catch me here.
I better post them for private chat now. Post the link, this thing for private. Me, if I go there interested, because I will go and be checking. It's good, this is the type of something, because in this
I beg, CM, you go join the panel, because when they don't come here.
Nobody can blame, it's just being fair, because now that you've known, because this is even good, because some people, when they get it, say, hey, now we've known. You even tell the the governorship candidate, this is the debt you are going to step into. Before he doubt, he say, look at the debt management, or this is it. So what we are now trying to say, because some of these debt can be procured for, maybe the repayment time will be in 20 years. You have to find out that one too. because some are borrowing. Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. So some are borrowing with the intention that they won't be in office by the time the thing go mature for repayment. Or some are borrowing that by the time you get in from the source, if they are giving you the FAC allocation, the one you collect from Abuja, they remove it from the source. If the federal government guaranteed the loan or sort of shorty you when you are taking it from the dollar or where for foreign loan. So central
Mr.
bank,
CM, there is nothing on ground that will pay that loan back. They will pay it with their normal statutory allocation from the federal. That's what all of them are taking advantage of now.
Okay.
There's nothing that will pay it back.
Okay, this is at December 30. Hey, see now, this is at December 31st December last year. So probably before the first quarter this year, go down end in March. So hopefully before the middle of April, then go down bring the first quarter of this year, or maybe or something like that, so that they go to update them. So Edo State, like
no water for Edo State, no water board for Edo State. Everybody dig ball.
1, 2, this is 1,000, this is million. No be billion be this I see. 1, 2, 3. Abi Jonathan, is that not billion I see for Edo State? This is 1,000, this is 900 and something thousand, 800 and something million. 1, 2, 3 billion, 123.8. Yes, that is the thing. Billion.
Mr. Chris.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 billion. Hey. The thing plenty. How much Anambra Anambra 74 so far. Okay.
Mr. CM. Do you know that no state government, I have never seen anyone here to, if no one tell me, no state government in Nigeria have come to the realization that they can build a water board that will generate fund and pay the debt on its own.
It depends. Now, if you do feasibility study,
what is wrong with these people now?
If you do feasibility, unlike in Singapore, there's in their constitution, Obi said it, that you are free to borrow, but the constitution says borrow it and repay it before you leave office. He say you borrow because when you come in, you are going to stay maybe 5 years or 6 years or 4 years. Doesn't mean he say you borrow and repay it before you leave. You don't keep it for anybody. So you be careful how much you borrow, and then you
they won't like that kind of constitution in Nigeria. They go blue and come out.
Obi said is in their constitution. You borrow for something that we pay back. So as it is now, from this thing Jonathan showed sent across. Where is it again? As it is, where is it? Oh no, this thing don't change again. As it is, where is it?
I don't see any project at that hospital. You want to pay the money finish.
So you see, Edo is about to see Hope who's of them 217 billion. See? Now that is AP. There you see it now. You see, that's what we are saying, and they make noise.
APC, PDP. Now all of them.
This is a shame anyway. Delta State 373 billion.
Can you imagine? Delta State.
And the Delta after Akwa Ibom in terms of 13%.
No, now Delta State have the highest now. No, go check the allocations. No, last month now Delta State.
Yeah. Okay, Delta. Okay, Delta, Akwa Ibom, Rivers. These three are top. 373 billion. Nah, the
money just they go their pocket. That's what they are doing.
So
that's what they are doing.
This is exact 373. Delta is the highest. No. Lagos. Lagos is the highest, not Delta. I think Lagos enter 1 trillion, but
Lagos they do something where they generate the money now. Look at their railway.
And anyway, well, at least 1 trillion.
Yeah, water. They do one other system again for. There are a lot of things they generate for Lagos now.
Zamfara 110. Yet then they mine gold, they sell illegally. There are things that you can't justify. Well, the lowest is either Ebonyi 70, Anambra 74, then normally 70 somethings, Ekiti 70, Nasarawa 71, Ondo 71. Yes. So now just. No one is below 70. Just the lowest is either 70, 71.
Mr. CM, how much did you said they use in putting that power project on?
How many billion? They say it's $800 million.
In Naira, how many billion be that?
I think about, they say it's about how many billion? Is it up to 10 something, or a little bit more billion? I saw it sometime because the person was
10
comparing
billion.
it. Yes, I think about 10 billion.
Jesus, now they know if you do.
No, that's why. That's, you know, the person who wrote
Hey.
it said that Nigeria is subsidizing Hajj with 90
Hi.
billion. 90 billion. Federal government student loan 5 billion. They no fee do them. You see the wickedness. student loan for the whole student 5 billion. They no fee.
Something is really wrong. Something really wrong somewhere.
Something is wrong now.
It's just terrible.
And you know, student loan, a loan is what you pay back, or it's not free. Whether it's 1% interest or 0%, but you must pay it back. So student loan of 5 billion for the whole entire country, they no fit. But they are subsidizing Hajj with 90 billion. And somebody was saying, with this type of money, you can set up that type of power plant in about 9 states. So you see, the money, just like we spend money recklessly. That is just the thing. So in fact, this Edo something, thank God Jonathan brought this. I will be visiting this website every time now. Debt Management Office. So this as at December last year. I know it will change by this first quarter, it will change. But there is no justification. If this debt, although the next thing Black Panther have to factor in is that somebody may tell you, this is not only under my regime. I inherited, that type of thing again. I don't know.
He has increased it now. He has doubled it now.
So
the question I'm always asking, you take loan. Obi said it. If you take loan, put it in a sector that will generate the fund and simply pay for that loan. You don't put in a sector whereby you paint house, you renovate stadium. Well, what did that stadium want to generate for you? Tell us. That was why I thought about it. I said, if somebody wants to do a project, he's going to tell us how he's going to go about it, how he's going to source for the fund, and how he's going to pay back the fund.
Okay. In fact, this is even a more credible source. Thank God for Jonathan. This is, I think, the Herald, the Midwest Herald is published in Edo State, isn't it? The Midwest Herald. That is the one that is saying Edo State now, the third most indebted state in Nigeria, owes 570 billion domestic and external debt.
Can you imagine?
How
would they pay that one finish? Nothing they generate for Edo State. I want to pay them.
This in fact, the next governor of Edo State, they go here. If they really want to interview
them, they go increase them again, Mr. CM. They will increase it again. They know they get choice because they don't know how to see. They come into governance because they get money from the central. That is why I hate this unitary system. It makes everybody lazy, thinking they cannot think.
It's true.
It's like a vampire system where you feed on one thing every day until that horse die until that horse go down before you leave the host. That is what they are doing. Nobody think, okay, look at the money that is given to Katsina State. Go there, go Google them. Nothing is done. Nothing.
Mr. You see, if you see that article there, if you scroll down, you will see the Debt Management Office external debt state by state.
I've seen it. External debt
as even the most current. That's the most current data. If you go to their website, the reason why I corroborated with that article is that they took all their information from the Debt Management Office and they don't just write it in words, they posted it. And if you go to the Debt Management Office, you will see it just copy it and paste it. As you know,
okay, Mr. Jonathan, the way it is now, the thing we have seen now, and what the money you have said now, anybody that comes there now, the way it is going to increase the debt. Because none of them have any solution. Because the way it is now, they'll be confused. Because now, they borrowed money. The debt was half. Now you borrowed more. It now became twice. And what you use it to do is not bringing money, it's consuming the IGRO, and you will not have money to pay. Even your whatever the people that work for the government, you might not be able to have money to pay them. You have to borrow from the federal government. That is what is going to happen to them.
No, you see, Black Panther, they come. I think this is the type of debate I like to have. So this is for everybody now. It's like so that whoever candidate you are defending, I mean, you want to campaign for every candidate, your primary concern with how can this person tackle this debt, because this is already something on ground. How can you tackle it? Some of these debt you don't know when they are due for repayment. That is one. That is something some of them may not disclose. You don't know when they are due for repayment. That's one. Then the second thing is that in trying to repay them, how? Because this is for Edo future Edo future generation to carry. Then go the 570 billion. It's not a small money.
Mr. CM, now, put yourself as a contestant. Mr. Jonathan, hold on. Put yourself as a contestant now. You want to contest for Edo State government. Let's say you are in Edo man, you want to contest, and you are willing to serve the people. Now, if they put you for that seat, you might, when you get there, you might probably run. You might just, in short, you're then messed up because nothing on ground that will even generate 1/4 of what the other man has borrowed. You'll be forced to go ahead to borrow more money to build something that will generate money for the one you borrowed, not even to pay the one they have borrowed. You see what you see the situation now.
You also see why their IGR is fake. They just put it out there. This same Edo
fake
claimed last year, as of December 2023, that they generated 62 billion naira of IGR, and then you have that debt. So, how much of that IGR did you apply to reduce down the debt? Rather, the debt kept increasing. So you can see there's no correlation at all. Because if you collected 62 billion in IGR and none of it, one single kobo, you didn't apply one single kobo to reduce that loan. That's why the question you ask is very pertinent. How will you pay down the debt? What will you do?
So yes, you see, and again, not only IGR, the fact you collect every month, how did it reflect? You are collecting and the thing is ballooning. So the thing is this, I envisage this type of situation. This debt they collected, to be honest with you, any governor, incoming governor, if the person want to be fair and be honest, the moment with this type of, the moment you come in, you put a probe, because you want to know this money we are borrowed. You will know the conditionalities, conditions, and everything. Good. The next thing is, you borrowed it. Where did it go in the state? If not, you summon the person. That's why I'm saying this is a double-edged sword that can cut both sides. So it's not a huru for anybody. Just use it as one. You have to check where your candidate, can he be able to answer these questions we are generating here. How are you gonna tackle this? Let us first of all, if the incoming governor want to be honest, when you get in, you call this Obaseki city, say, look, let us go through it. That we want to know, so that I tell Edo people that though they are owing 570 billion, where was this money put in? Then you audit.
They no go fit probe anybody. They no people now likes mine now.
That's the price.
Look at
that is not gonna happen.
Look at Water Storm project, 30 billion. We want probe now.
Hi.
That one that build, it will build at least one gigantic power plant for us. 30 billion. Full disappear.
There's a lot. In fact, I believe since Nigeria would say they are listening to us, so I believe they have to form a committee to sit down and draw a master plan or strategy on how to tackle this. Because to me,
we are waiting for them to come and campaign. I will prepare our book today.
It's true. This is too much. 570 billion. That's what Edo is owing. Although they may still, they have to be careful. That's why I said they can come and start contesting it. And then this Midwest Herald is of March 28th. So it's just about last week or maybe last 2 weeks edition. Say 28th of March, 31st, then just like over less than 2 weeks, about 10 days ago.
How will you contest what the Nigerian government structure as printed out, and they are monitoring your debt, how are you going to contest it?
This is another thing again, because that's why I said it's not just a question of saying where the money went to, but is it value for money? Value for money means that nobody say you put one block, just like Akpabio in the past budget. P2B was giving went up north, giving them 5 million naira to drain borehole, and they are happy. Akpabio he own budget for borehole, think 120 million for one. So you can imagine. Ingo tell you say you want to do drain budget borehole, but each one is costing about over 100 and something million naira. So is that value for money? So that is the thing. Not that this thing they will point something in a dose, they say we use it to do this, use it to do this, use it to do this. But in this case, you have to say, is it value for money? Is it value for money? That is the thing.
I have a question to ask, because somebody mentioned something about the Nigerian government funding the Hajj with 90 billion naira. Do they fund trips to the Christian trips to like the Holy Land as they do? I'm not aware of that. Do they do that?
Well, I think
they fund both. They fund both. I think they fund both.
But there's a huge disparity. It's like night and day.
So do we know the amount they spent funding those going to this thing, like Jerusalem and others? Do we know?
It's like you are sleeping. Somebody woke you up. Maybe is this somebody like you or somebody?
I'm asking a pertinent question. Stop being silly now.
To be honest, I don't have it. I only raised it because of the person made a comparison what that type of money could have used in respect
to Nigeria. I know where you are going to. Let me tell you, Nigeria. When you come to Hajj stuff, the amount of people going for the Hajj stuff, they are huge. And the amount of people going for the Christian whatever, they are not as bogus as that of the Muslim. So, and what I think is happening there is that there's a sort of the way they do it. But we got to find out the amount and the amount for the Christian and how many Christians and how they subsidize, because it's all about they subsidize it with those huge amount of money.
And also, who is subsidizing our traditional beliefs and our Babalawo?
They go out. This one they go out.
It's not proper now. Somebody has to, this is encouraging foreign religions while our local was language without any support. People should be making certain argument because if you are spending 90 billion naira, say having people travel to foreign land to go and spend our money there to make them richer. How about the ones that are staying local and we are punishing them for being native religions? People should be making some strong arguments about it, because some of this behavior that I'm hearing, I'm not sure.
I'm confused, Mr. Tunandra. What's your point? I'm trying to confuse.
My point is that if they are funding one's religion, favoring one religion, for one, it's not good enough. And secondly, nobody's making a case to support our own local religions. Every time they fund people to go to Jerusalem and they fund other people to go to this in Mecca. What is that all about?
We leave it to the National Assembly. They are the ones who are the ones making the laws, right?
My take is even don't fund anyone at all. Religion is a private affair. Don't fund anyone at all.
Keep the state out of it.
Exactly. That's what how I suppose. This started in Babangida's time when during that time they will lower the dollar. Sorry, the way it works is that if the CBN rate maybe it's like say 400 naira to the dollar, the black market is selling around maybe 800. They will make sure that those going for Hajj or what a pilgrimage gets it at 400. So that is a subsidy, that because they won't go and source it, unlike people looking to establish industry. So to me, they should not even dive into it. It's not necessary at all. We don't need it. If you want to go on your own. If you can't afford it, stay back home. State should not dabble into religion. After all, Nigeria is a secular state, they claim. So back to what we are saying about Edo debt. This is now data. In fact, this Edo debate go hot. So anybody coming now, tell us how your candidate will be able to handle this debt. That should be the question now. So whoever candidate you are defending.
CM, you know, I mentioned one thing. I said, let us do intellectual debate. You know, see how they shout for my head.
Mm-hmm.
This is
it's still in that. Yes, no. It's still. I'm with you because it's for the good of the people. Now, whoever is coming in, this is what you are going to inherit. So, which of the candidates is better placed to handle this type of thing? And they should be able. That is part of now. It's no longer maybe just because this is like an acid test. Who can be able, because the debt profile is so much, and like those of you from Edo State have said, nothing on ground to justify or to that is proportionate to the money spent. That is what we are saying. Not that there may be one or two things or three or four or 10, but are they proportionate to warrant this amount of debt? That is another thing.
Mr. Sam, thank God, Madam Rita, me, and some other person, we have to hold on to assess them because that is the right thing to do.
It's true.
I cannot just jump on the back wagon, the old system. That old system, what would they do that time? The same thing, they jump, yep, they don't enter because it come from southeast, because it come from western part. I go jump enter without not knowing how is it going to render the services to me. How is it going to reduce the debt? What and what? Tell us how you are going to do it. Because from my own calculation, you will increase the debt. You will increase it.
In fact, I wish this type of, at a time like this, I want to be a journalist to ask this type of question.
You go there now. You know they go anywhere. You go there now.
There's a man they called in the BBC. The guy has retired. I don't miss him. Called Jeremy Paxman. This man, no politician. Then they fear you can't pass his test because he's so bold and brave, and his question is so penetrating. I remember during the Gulf War. I mean, not is it Gulf when Britain they are taunting Tony. I mean, sort of people are not happy with Labour Party and Tony Blair for taking them to war on a forced, what is it called, dossier that they said Saddam Hussein had. So the guy, it was a big program then, one news night. Jeremy Passman, after introducing Tony Blair, he came to this. When he finished, he said, Tony Blair, the first question is, Mr. Prime Minister, do you think there's something you have to apologize to the country for? that is the first question. That is it. He looked at, he said, Mr. Prime Minister, welcome to this. Now, do you think there is anything at all you have to apologize to the country for? This is Britain, England is a civilized society, and so there's nothing. The guy just looked at it and said, you see, the thing is, so this, if I'm to handle them, this is the question. I say, look, you don't need to tell us. I will show them the source. So Midwest Herald reported it. Debt Management Office. These are where we lifted the figure. In fact, if I even have overhead, I shoot it. They will see it. So the question is, this is what we are going to inherit. Don't you think the best thing to do is to invite the governor who handed over to you to come and explain how this debt money was used in relation to what he did? Will you be brave enough to do it? That is the first question. If you agree, now the question is, after explaining, if you are satisfied with the explanation, how are you going to reduce this debt? If you are not satisfied, what are you going to do further? Because forget about your manifesto now. We are talking of it because your manifesto, you can allege, you can bring up anything that this is what you are going to do. You paint all those proofs. Just even if you don't want to know what to do, you don't know what to say.
Yeah, manifesto no go walk. This one are debt.
You go to University of Benin or Ekpoma or any university in Edo, anybody, tell one professor, give a small tip, and just hammer one grammar, put everything in this. Forget about that. This is now the figure, what we know. Now you know this is before you are sworn in. This is the figure waiting for you. Do you not think it is proper for you to invite the person who handed over to you to come and explain to you, to audit how what is on the ground or the physical evidence or what you see tallies with this debt. That is just what you want. Then if you are satisfied with it, that is really worth it, what are you going to do to reduce it? If you are not satisfied, what will you do in the interest of Edo people? Only that we allow them escape.
With this question, they go come here at all.
Is it not for
They don't go come. They don't go come.
Wait, Chris, were you not the person saying that guy should have been here up to 3 times? Maybe not because of waiting with the talk. They scared them. If it be so, it's true now. But to me, this is what they call government. Because if you are not ready to do the job, don't show up. It's true. If you are not ready, you can't do this in the Western world. And then this time we can't be able to explain. You should be able to explain. It doesn't mean you may end up having a debt of more than this, but show them where the money went to. And then how is the money going to pay itself back? Not just to borrow money like they are trading of crude oil now. I understand that they are selling crude oil in the hope that, or borrowing money in the hope that when they sell oil in future, I don't know, I think I read it somewhere, that these are debt they are going to. No, Obi said it in his last interview he had with Parallel Facts, that most of this loan they are taking now will be mature for payment either in 20 years time or over 10, that type of thing. So that tells you a lot that there are so many things hidden. The future is mortgaged, sort of. So this is the type of something, to be honest with you. But then you asking the question means that you have the interest of the state at heart. That's why you're asking it, not because you hate the person or you want him to shine. Just how are you gonna handle this thing? 570 million after December.
So that he won't come out and tell Edo people that he met empty treasury.
Like Mohammed will tell you then. Nigerians are underrating the mess Jonathan left behind. He said, like Mohammed said it. He said, if you know what we made behind, that's why Peter Obi said, I want to know what is involved before I get in.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want if I get in, I will start to lament. The treasury is empty. That's what Akwaibom is shouting now. Kaduna is also shouting. So that. So you didn't know all this thing before you get in. One year after, the governor of Kaduna State, it's almost a year now. By next month, that's 1 year. You have 1 year after, or 11 months later, you are telling us Rufai left so. So it's now you are knowing it.
That's a fake now.
Oga Jonathan.
Yes.
Oga Jonathan, say Oga Naija will tell you, say, I hope you post your address online. They go find you. Because this guy do that today in a time bomb. They go find you. Everybody where they support now, they go hide themselves. Everybody don't be like, when dog the one where you go see big hyena, he go put his tail for between his leg. Everybody where they support anybody now, their tail don't be between their leg now.
To be honest with you, the interest, anybody, even if say Black Panther, if now you they ask this question, only somebody who is not enlightened will think that you have a hidden agenda. No, it's because of the love you have for the state. You are speaking the opinion of everybody. Because if somebody leave you with this amount of debt, which you are now responsible, you want to audit it first. How did the thing add up to 570? You were taking money. What were you thinking? What were you using the money for? Now you point to one loaf of bread, 10 million. Is that value for money? Is it not?
Oga CM, I don't write all your questions down. You know worry. Me and them.
If it were, say, a civilized, something like a society that is so enlightened, like say in England here, the fact that Obi is saying he went to North was giving 5 million for them to site a borehole in some villages, and the people are happy. And the Akpabio is his own budget, is over 100 and something million per borehole. People will raise eyebrow. People will say, what are you talking about? We've just drilled the borehole somewhere in Nasarawa, somewhere in Kano or Kaduna or Yobe State with about 5 million Obi gave them, and this is working. Where are you going to do your own with 100 and something million for one borehole? You know, this is how to interrogate. That's why sometimes all this our mainstream media
supersonic ball.
Arise.
Now solar panel they use. Solar panel that they use. These Nigerian politicians, only God will forgive them.
It's true. So when you look at that type of thing, you go laugh tire. You go laugh tire. Okay, well, for the avoidance, because we're here to enlighten people. There's what they call Pandora bank account. It's offshore account. Let me use Black Panther as an example. He's a private businessman doing his own thing. Now, Black Panther is contesting to be Edo State governor. He's still busy doing his business while running to contest. Because he may, in the end, he may lose. He didn't win, so his business continues. The moment he wins, he's not having about 1 month or 2 weeks transition. He will shut down his business to make sure that the money he realizes from his business has shut down or removed, he's free to go and put it in Pandora, any offshore account. You can never, that is not corruption, because that is it until he becomes a governor. You can wind down your business and put your money, even if you like, in Swiss account. Today, anybody who wants to be a State governor is free. Before you take oath of office, you start.
Thank you, Mr. That's another critical one.
Exactly. Because of somebody, Tony is telling me to say about Obi's Pandora. David Cameron put money in Pandora. Obi put because Obi wind down his business before becoming an Anambra governor. What you will ask a public officer is, the moment anybody takes oath of office, that day they're inaugurating the person, you are no longer private, you are now public. So it is expected that from that minute, you are no longer transacting any private business. So it makes sense for you to wind down your business. Any bank that can pay you higher profit, they go lodge your money. When you finish, you come out. So what they want to check in Pandora is, when did you put your money in Pandora? Is it when you were already governor after taking oath, or you did it before taking? If you do it before taking oath, you are free, because you have to wind down your business. You feel that nobody can handle it. It doesn't mean, because you are not yet, you can't be incriminated with stealing your state money. That is to say, for instance, Edo State now, nobody can incriminate anybody for saying, implicate anybody for taking money. You are until you take oath of office. The moment you take oath of office, your eyes are now on you. And the moment you leave, the day you hand over, you become a private citizen. That's why immunity stops. So that is the meaning of Pandora. Pandora doesn't mean, Pandora is if you do it when you are a governor, because you don't have to operate a foreign account. But if you are not a private citizen, you are there, you can do anything, do whatever you want, as long as it is not a public money. So until you get into public office, that is the issue. So that is, as per that is all I know about Pandora box. It's not all that.
That's correct. Do you know, with respect to that, or regarding that, do you know that this new Senegalese guy, Faye, the guy did the same thing now? I was shocked when I read that he declared that he has only $6,500 on the day he was sworn in. 6,500 United States dollar. That is the amount of money he has. One house in Dakar, another one in his village. That's all. That's all he has.
So you see, that is good, because what it means, it does not. He may be telling a lie, but now people will now have a basis to go into research.
If you tell Nigerian politician, they'll tell you, what right do you have to ask me?
So don't forget, we are practicing criminality here now.
All of them,
we never arrive. So that of Senegal now, That was Senegalese president now. He has given you a basis. He said, one house in Dakar, one in my village, this is it. So you copy it and then be checking all over the world. If there is anything higher than that, that is when you say, no, you are lying. So then that he had declared it, you are expecting him that what could be added onto that money when he finishes his salary, or if there's any other thing, entitlement, at least you now know that when it doesn't just mean when he finished after handing over 6 months or 2 months after handing over, you're now calling him a billionaire in dollar. How? What is your salary for throughout the time you were in office? So that is how to do it. But in our own case, it's like, I think transparency is even much more important than providing infrastructure, if you ask me. Transparency, because we they use this infrastructure, they bamboozle people. Hey, don't the tar road, we go clap hand. Toothpick at the cost of toothpaste. No, 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 no. It doesn't. It's not good. Tar road. You see, say you do this.
Nine they can't tell us here today. Now he build house, he do secretariat, he renovates this, he renovates my father's bedroom. Now they can't tell us here today. Now that is his achievement, and the predecessor, what he go do? Say will continue with renovation.
So is that I'm telling you the truth. To be honest with you, maybe like who said, Chris said, maybe now when they hear all this kind of, like you, when they hear all this thing, they fear to come here because we are too enlightened here. When you table this thing, say this is the debt profile, this is a source. So are you willing to find out how this figure add up to this when you get in?
It go hard though, because even channel television, no, they answer this question.
You know, go ask them. If you ask and the person go become a Jesuteg or not passer, that one where they yab.
He go say, I pay you now. Why are you asking me stupid question now? You want to ruin my career?
He go say, hey Rufai, no, not hey Rufai. Rufai, you are not well brought up. You are not well brought up. Why are you asking me that type of question? You are not. Ruben, I asked you that. Be careful with this boy. I said it. That I don't want to take any question from Erufai because he's so rude. He's so.
He's not well cultured. He's not well cultured.
He's not well brought up. He's not well cultured. I don't wonder why they are employing him. So in fact, to be honest with you, if it's somebody like me, to be honest, this is where I'm telling you, being honest. Now, this is the figure. You are not responsible for it. I agree. This is what you are stepping in. Fact. Are you ready to first of all confirm that this figure amounted to what it was, what is on ground, the way they speak, the way they say it? Are you willing to do the audit? If you do the audit and the matches, okay, what are you going to do to reduce it or to wipe it out? If it did not match, what are you going to do to the person that is handing over to you? Because you have to save your skin. It's not that when you get in now, you tell us, hey, like Governor of Akwa Ibom and Kaduna.
CM, like I tell you, I take escape. You know, I take escape. They'll say, if I get into office, I don't want to distract myself. I don't want to keep the ball, let the ball rolling. Roll, go where? Go where the roll they go. When you get there for your front, Nigerian politicians they be clown.
You know this thing where you say now Black Panther. There used to be this joke. I don't know where I see it. There used to be this joke. So somebody. Two people were arguing, a man and a woman. If you look closely to what I'm having here, the man tell the wife, say, I'm owing you 2,500 naira. The wife say, yes. He said, and I borrowed 2,500 naira again, making it 2. He said, yes. He said, so I'm owing you now 5,000 naira. The wife said, no be 5,000. He said, 2,005 plus 2,005 is 5,000. He said, no. He said, what? He said, now 41,000, not be 5,000. See, okay, look at the addition. He said 2005 plus 2005, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 5 plus 5, 10. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 plus 2, 4, 41,000. So listen now. So the husband now said, no. He said, what him do? So the husband said, no, wait, let me do it. 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0. The wife go say 0. The husband go say again 0 plus 0. He go say 0. He say 5 plus 5. The wife go say 10. Then the husband go say, you write 0, carry 1, go put. The wife go say, carry 1, go where? Where you want?
Now, because they like to talk that language. I will roll it over. Roll, go where?
Exactly. So that because you say go where. So when I remember that, they say 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 5 plus 5, 10. You write 0, carry 1, go. You say carry 1, go where? Where you want carry and go? Keep 1 here, 2 plus 2 now 4. He said, if you look at now, it become 41,000. He said 41,000. Now you the only. I look at the thing. The husband was just, he said, how you go 2 plus 2,005 and 2,005 go be 41? How? He said, okay, bring pen. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 5, 10. 2 plus 2, 4. Hey, now 41,000. He said, no be like that. Now 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 5, 10. You write 0. Carry 1, go put. He said, no, you carry 1, go where? Keep him here. You don't go carry 1, go where?
Nigerian politicians, they be real clown.
You don't need to set any ball rolling. I mean, it's true. No, to be honest, if really we want to be serious, this is how it should be. Anybody coming in for Edo State now, forget about infrastructure. This debt, explain to us how are you gonna handle it. Because, like you said, Black Panther, when they come, they go and borrow more now. Go carry 1, put. Say go.
They will borrow more now. That is the only way out now.
You see,
Don't you see it?
You see, Nana, I know. Do you know that? Nana, I know what Peter Obi did in Anambra. Without, he didn't borrow sheshe. Do all that he did, yet he saved money and keep. Wasn't owing now. Because for you to keep, he wasn't owing. He said, nobody. That was he said, go and verify. So you know what it means to step in on a clean bill of health. You are not owing any contract or nothing. So you are now free to start your own distance. Yet look at 570 billion. The thing is too much now. For a state like Edo, the third most indebted state in Nigeria, when you go there, you have to explain, what did you do? What did you do? That is the thing.
If the governor, the one that is smart, one's crooked way or smart way, they can go around that. Even if you ask them that, even come out and say, okay, I will use 5 or 10% of my IGR on a monthly basis to draw down the debt. They won't even come up. Even if you tell them that, I don't know what is going on in their head. You say you are getting 62 billion. 10% of that is just like 6 billion. Why can't you take 6 billion? Anyway, saying all
Jonathan, the security they are
like,
getting.
But it's not enough, Jonathan. When you say they get 62 billion, okay, let's say an average of 5 billion a month, isn't it? For 12 in a year, I believe 62 billion in a year. So average of about 5 billion a month. Now, if
you are there for 4 years, that's 150 billion. If you do it by 48, 555, that's about 140 billion. You have cancelled the debt now.
Internally generated revenue is supposed to increase from month to month. Because when you already, what you collected in January is like taking as a giving. You are now going to say by February, March, what are the class of other people you are going to add within the bracket for IGR? Maybe because you provided road somewhere, or you were able to repair some market or whatever to get more. Because
the IGR number, they are all lies. They are all lies.
Mr. CM and Mr. Jonathan, from the situation of their borrowing now, and from what he has done on ground now, Do you think there's any increase in any damn IGR? There's nothing on ground to say there's an increase now.
IGR is there's nothing. You see, if those IGR numbers were to be true, real, it would be different. It would be something completely different. The state will be developing at a faster pace. There is nothing. Everything is dependent on the allocation from Abuja, month in, month out. That's where they all run to and get. And that's all they do. There is nothing else again. And then borrow on top of it, borrow.
But that's why they always say, the most critical, anybody who want to tackle this question, if the person want to be honest and be very, very, very liberal, I mean, what they call fair, you have to audit. You have to do an audit. Yeah, that should be the starting point. The figure might not really scare you. Just as big as it is, you cool down. Let us know how this loan came. Nigeria, like, sometimes the process that you use.
You go ask you, say, we audit waiting. You think it's confusing now? Audit waiting. It's confusing now. Where are you going to start from?
The loan now. The loan you took. What did you, that is auditing mean? Auditing means, what did you use it for? Let's know. Because, it's like telling, Black Panther is like you give somebody, say, $10. You are telling the person, okay, $10, you say na change na 50 cents. And let us know how $9.50 went to. That is what they're auditing now. That's all you want to see. Though the money was
But you know that they can bring what they use it for, and they will show you to be on paper. You'll be seeing it like this. You will look at like this. They go put money on top, go evaluate, and they go see them. You won't get to the root. If you are one thing about Nigeria, I say, if you are not rugged to face all consequences that comes with it, like what to be did, you will not succeed. You have to break all protocols to succeed. If not, these people will find a way to confuse the whole administration.
You see, any incoming governor of Edo State, because this is now something like as an assignment. Forget about what.
See, I'm sorry to cut you. Look at Waterstorm project. Tell me what you want or did there. You know the ground. What you want, what you do. There's also I call all of them. They don't do anything now.
Part of auditing, because there are something they may be work in progress. No. You see, Black Panther, we live in Western world. You check the work in progress. The money, it's okay. Let's say you are building house in your village or somewhere, and you are sending money, and they've not finished it, and you've sent money. You can say, okay, let me really know how far. Auditing means the work is still in progress, but the work you've done, does it justify the amount we've spent in it? That's what you are saying.
Yes. I understand it. You see, but what is on ground there? Like if you want to audit now, you're going to spend money in doing that auditing because you're going to pay private people to audit it. What I am saying is that if you see a big project like that cost 300 billion or 30 billion, that Waterstorm project, there is no need to even audit because the book
30 billion in naira.
30 billion naira.
Okay, naira. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Then no. Not be now where dollar don't go up. That time dollar be reasonable, 500 and something, or 300 and something, 500 and something to a dollar. Then naira was strong at least. If you want to compare it to now, it's more than 300 billion. If you want to compare it now, you go to more than 300 billion naira. Now, what is there is that if you see a project of 30 billion, are you going to waste when the whole file is there? The file is even incriminating. Are you going to waste public funds to pay private auditing firm, or rather you are going to call EFCC fast, may they enter there?
But must you bring auditing firm? I mean, outside. Don't you have a state ministry? Minister of Finance?
No, that's the law now. You must bring a private, somebody go do it, no, they are affiliated to anybody.
Okay, so that they will say that, okay, those that, because
so that you can defend it in court, wherever you're going to court.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, okay, but, Black Panther, it depends on, when you invite the governor, you have to invite you speak down. Let them explain. The explanation they give you, because some people may just want to do this, then you now go ahead and then go into, but what you want to find out is what it was spent on, Because there are ones that might be obvious. You don't, like you said, you don't need to go for auditing at all to engage an auditor. You easily know. And then you have to agree that this is not what it should be. Therefore, this money was not well spent. They have a way of doing it, but you have to raise all these questions. Otherwise, I don't see how far. Because this 570 billion. Anyway, we are just talking about December 2020, December 31st, 2023. Hopefully, in about a month's time, the first quarter of this year, something like this must have something could not happen again. But this is, I don't think, 500 and something billion. This debt. Okay, what is that set now? How much how much they don't get? Because
do you know why all these debt are
you know why Nigerian banks, why those Nigerian banks always jump at these states to borrow them money, even before the governor is sworn in, they are already romancing him. So that is that allocation, that 8 billion. The bank knows that even if you are giving us 1 billion from it every month, that's good for our balance sheet. Is an active loan. The loan is active and the loan is working. So
exactly.
And that will save the bank. You save the bank from not collapsing.
And they take it from source. This FAC allocation, because
you got it. You see that they are 1 billion. Those banks is from source. They take it from source. Immediately, that's why you see, you brought in a very important aspect now. That's why the debt management office is involved. Before any bank can approach the Ministry of Finance through the debt management office, your debt must be verified and it must enter the books of the debt management. Then you have right to be claiming from source. Because if that is not the case, they can even use it as a means of corruption. So every bank goes through the Ministry of Finance and the debt management office. In other words, they register their loan.
And that money is taken out by the federal. I think the money is being taken out by the federal government directly.
See, if the state government is to get, for example, 8 billion and is owing Zenith Bank, and Zenith Bank is paying Zenith Bank 1 billion every month, through the debt management office, they will write the Ministry of Finance telling them that the 8 billion, this month you have to pay the state 7 billion because 1 billion is going to the following.
It's going to Zenith Bank.
Bank. So it goes straight to the bank's management will not even approve the loan if all these arrangements are not in
so
place.
So their money is already secured. That's why they give them.
That's why they are giving them that money.
It's a Black Panther. It's like you borrow money from somebody and you want to pay back. They say they go to your office where you work. Before your salary goes out, they don't.
They'll come out time. like child support. Like child support now.
Yeah, it's very, very. It's money in the bank every month.
Exactly. Then go down, come out, and so and you must continue working. You don't go worry. You go say, I know, say you go complete. Some go down, come out.
The bank, less or as long as
if you not work, the money they wait for you for front now. Where you want to go? They run, leave that thing.
Banks know they play with that too, because banks knows that the moment the money gets to the state capital, if they don't get their money from source, it becomes story.
It's true.
Once it gets to the state capital, forget it. You will be pursuing the governor, pursuing the commissioner of finance. And no, they are not in that business. They don't do that.
Do you know? Just you see, talking of Nigerians are advanced in corruption. We don't the way Japan advanced in technology. Now so Nigeria there for corruption. In Anambra during Ngige's time, Chris Ngige 2003, where the P2B win, they rig him out, carry and give Ngige. Ngige and the Chris Yoba saying go sign. I think they call irrevocable. Side they call him ISPU or something. Irrevocable standing
order.
He says it's irrevocable, and he go there standing. You see the grammar.
You see that grammar. Grammar. That is the exact document that the state gives to the bank.
He said exactly. He said first he go there irrevocable, so nobody can stop it, and he must be standing. Not be saying they sit down. irrevocable standing order.
It's not like one governor will come tomorrow and say, I don't care. This is not my debt. I don't know. I'll go and meet the governor.
Because this this type of deal where Emeka for bring down Mbadinuju 1999 to 2003. So Mbadinuju's hand was tied. Before the money go come from Abuja, Emeka for don't collect it from source. You see?
Do you know that? Do you know that if you check record there, it is only Obi that have gone out of government that without debt.
Yes, it's only Obi.
These people, they should be ashamed of themselves. All these people.
And Obi no borrow.
It's doable now. It's doable now.
It's doable. Obi didn't borrow. Obi, I tell you, Obi, people were asking him. Obi said, "Do you know, as a governor, before he came in, they were killing one cow every day to prepare food for him. One cow." Obi said, "For what?" He said, "And I saw them they do, and every day we go." Haven't you heard him say? He said, "Okay, stop. All those 100 and something thousand, hey, stop. Money come plenty. He can do what he want to do." But that's not what I'm saying. So when Ngige said the only way to stop godfatherism is making sign this thing. He no say no go pay him. Ngige's junior brother and a senior advocate. He said all you will need to do when you sign it, when you get it, you refuse because you signed it on that duress. Then to prove him in court.
Who is making that noise?
So
okay, Jonathan, mute.
No, not two Niger, nothing. So he said
two Niger, mute.
He said he will. He said Ngige signed it. So Chris Yoba was happy that he don't hook this man. So when they take over finish, Ngige no agree. Agree honor the thing. So the thing pain. That's why they started one killer, one impeach him, all those things. Ngige said yes, he signed it. He said even go shrine, go swear. Lie. He said, but why in do and be say one tell Anambra people said, without me doing this, we cannot stop godfatherism. So that's why anybody knows, say, even if you sign with anybody, nothing. When you get there, you say, "I lie, I no agree again." That you want me to, because people now, Ngige carry the same party. He said they want me to be bringing so amount every month, so amount. He said Anambra doesn't have money. Immediately he said it, the whole state rallied around him. Said no wonder. He said I have to do it because if I did not sign it, another person will come in and sign it, and the money will be going. So I want to use myself as a guinea or whatever sacrificial lamb to make sure it stops, and the thing stopped. So that's irrevocable. Now that I never know. Say there's something called irrevocable standing order. So it's irrevocable.
And that's how they've been running the government.
And no, that is the thing now. So Ngige said no. Maybe something like this. That's why they need to probe it. Whoever will take over from Obaseki should be able to know if he really loves Edo State. He must be able to look into all these things to probe it. He must be able. Otherwise, it will be a trap. And there's no way 570 billion for a state like that. How much do you generate internally? Maybe 5 billion a month.
They generate anything. Now, they for sure about. Look at them. They're the only thing they generate from now. Not the marketing, man. Road. What else?
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Then, how much do you get from FAC allocation that you are owing this amount? Then, what did you use it in? How many industries did you build in the state? Healthcare facility, you have to audit it. Education, whatever it is. Even power, it's so many things.
Industry, so many. They go far. Industry.
No, the capital.
You don't know the state where they talk. Edo State, industry. Now, all these people build industry. See the honorary power project. They say that somebody ain't get that, and all of us we have been deceived. Saying that the state get that. How many percent? They no one tell us. Up till now, we believe it's the state, and somebody ain't get that.
When I know one thing, this thing they said in life, do not lose hope. You never know. I agree. With Abia State, I agree. The governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, he said they're in a hurry making cover lost ground for 24 years. It's true. 24 years they dealt with that state. You know, when you want to know a state that is not well governed, when you begin see refuse, dustbin on the middle of the road, say yes. You don't need to ask whether there's something happening.
CM, you see, this man, this NLC governor, like I tell you the truth, this NLC governor did well, but I won't say very well. He did well. If you see, he built the Oshimole. Okay, Oshimole. If you see the road Oshimole did, it's still standing up to today. But the problem is that it didn't go far. I don't know why. I don't know the reason. Now the two can't crown and the water stone can't go finish him. But he started well. He cleared a lot of things, a lot of baggages. He cleared a lot of things. And he was on ground. He was monitoring his project and other things. In schools, he renovated a lot of schools and changed the student teachers scheme. And mostly some teachers were not qualified. He removed them and bring in new teachers. It was on NTA news now. When he was interviewing some teachers, they not even read. They not even read.
Yes, I remember that one.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? They not even read. They teach. You not even read. They teach.
Oshomole said this affidavit. So street for Bini. Say read and make with the hear. The woman.
The man ain't reveal all this thing now. The man tried his best, but along the run, he was corrupt. That's the end. But if I want to grade all of them, that man started very well and he gave the Benin hope. But all of a sudden, the political scene in Nigeria, they will say if you cannot beat them, join them. And that is what every one of them is doing. Every one of them is doing the same. They don't mean well. When they come here, somebody doesn't even know somebody that came here doesn't even know the poverty rate in his state. And he's asking me, what does that got to do with development? Can you imagine that kind of a question?
If you don't know, in fact, Jonathan, when you are here, we have to, at least, like we are now sort of doing it's like we are doing extramural class. We've now known something like that. We have to find out the poverty level and the figure by the state so that, these are the statistics a governor should have. And that is what people should be looking at. Because they will say, okay, when you come in, look at the debt profile. Yes, it's high. Then what did you use it for? That is the issue. Even if it's maybe 200 billion, one will still also ask, though 200 is lower than 570, but even if it's 200, what did you use it for? That is the issue. That's why when you want to borrow, let's say it's mechanized agriculture, in which you are getting fine settlement scheme, young school leavers or young graduates, you come out, they start to farm and then supply food and sell. You might say some of this loan went into this and they are repaying it back. That could be understandable, but the idea that
you remember he got loan, or he got 5 billion naira loan for Edo farmers. Those people didn't get kobo.
That one, he swallowed that one now.
Swallowed the money. Those people were just crying all over.
Mr. CM, what they laugh, never see anything. Never see anything. The many things they all go reveal.
Listen, let me tell you what happened for my village. Then we are in secondary school. My father then there, I don't know what it make us, because our compound, our extended family compound, then they do the meeting. So one old man, all of them, they hear say their chairman work thief money, but they don't know how to. It's just they hear. So that the accusation here, they begin ask the man. He go deny something. So one comes and say, what of that money? Where you collect, say you go give old people so amount of this. We give you the money. He say yes. He said, did you give them? He say you no give them. I don't know. One old man where they go with walking stick. Now the man just get off from where we are in the seat. He says, so you chop my money. That's why he go. That's why he throw away one blow for the man's face. So you we take my name, collect money. Now I don't see him.
That's what they do now. Okay, now for instance, can you imagine make you see this one? Do you know that Edo State no get water board where they function? everybody builds his own borehole. A whole Edo state, a state that is older than Nigeria, doesn't have water board. And how much will it cost a government to bring a water board system that will generate money every month, like light?
So which means Obaseki collect 5 billion naira on behalf of farmers. You know, give them. Jesus Christ.
No, chicken change.
Nigeria, they don't turn out to Mugu now. You know, say it will be Mugu. It will be Mugu now to them now.
You take this farmers don't suffer. So you take their name, go take collect money, put for pocket.
It will say, okay, it will say collect that loan now. They can buy tractor. Then they lease the tractor to those farmers.
Exactly.
Yes, that's it.
That's how
that not help?
That's how to do it. No, of course, that's how to do it.
Even rent. You can even go to the farmers board and rent it 1 week, 2 weeks to do your harvesting or your planting and return.
18 local governments in Edo State. Every local government headquarter may be a tract of more than 100. Let's just say something like that. More than 100 packed there. So the people from the surrounding villages or towns will come and be renting and be using it for farming. That alone, when you say you take loan, people go even say, and then it's useful. Because even if those farmers, they can't do it on a commercial basis, at least subsistent, it will help them that at least I can farm, feed my family, even if it's just local market. I mean, that is something. So that this hunger, but the thing is that they will go and collect this 5 billion and on behalf of farmers. It's like the middleman. Do you know?
The 5 billion, Augustine, that 5 billion, now ice cream money. They look at my ice cream money. They don't take drink beer. Now they take and do. Look, you see, if you look at governing for Nigeria, not be rocket science. So, not be rocket science. See, all these things. Not be rocket science. Look, one, the 3 basic amenities that you can provide them, and those amenities will generate funds. You can even build a standard road through private sector and even put toll gate there, maybe they collect money. This can generate funds as long as that road is solid and people can bring in people and take in people. It can generate funds.
And they are sincere, and you are sincere about the funds.
You are sincere about it.
Yeah. If you see,
after all, in Dallas here, they build road. A lot of roads in Dallas is private owned. They collect tax, and people are willing to pay it because there's one fast track. They say there's a fast track.
Do you know that a state like Edo State, one road, one original. When I say original, no be all these biscuits road. One real road, like about maybe 20-25 kilometers, can pay that debt. That's 500 and something billion debt. If they are collecting toll gate.
My brother, yes, I know. Yes,
one alone.
You know the road where lead to international airport for Lagos.
Yeah.
They collect for more than 30 years. They collect toll gate there. They made money and they made extra money until people riot. Even they stop. See, this is thing. You see the airport road. If you want to keep your airport busy, there's something you can do there that will make that airport busy. There are so many infrastructure you can put there that will generate money from you. You can, if you want to open up an estate, a new, you know that for Edo State now, we don't even get new layout where people build better build estate. Like what did they do for Lagos? We don't even get. Because the government know they produce, they know they bring the infrastructure where it will lead to that massive development by private sector. Because you don't need to bring everything. Just bring in the infrastructure. Then people will start to build out. Do you know that all the houses for Edo State, where you see where they shine. Now we in diaspora they build up. Now we they develop the state. All the shine house where all the shopping mall, all those restaurants where all those fine things where they see. Now the people in diaspora now they do them. If you ask the state government, what did they do? They'll say they build one like what they were saying. I build hospital for the bourgeois. When the poverty rate is well over 65%. When you are living now, you have not give us your score sheet that you have reduced it down to like 40%. Let us see. He said now federal government ain't going to reduce that for your own state. So now everything federal government going to do for you, and you call it federated state. You collected money for farmers, you put on pocket, and you want them to reduce the food that they produce in your state. You want them to reduce the price. When people talk on that issue, I just laugh. Because it's a capitalism now within you too. So everybody needs, when you invest, you make your money, and you don't lose. You don't make you don't invest at a loss. It's not possible. So you have a lot of diasporans. Why don't you create an avenue and put a link between you and the people in diaspora? They will help the state, enhance your governance, and assist. And you see development coming in. Why don't you create that link? None of them want ready to do. Now, only when they don't reach politics, they'll say, oh, people dance, they don't talk. But why don't you create that link? You have a lot of resources from people in diaspora. Why don't you create a link, produce infrastructure that will bring them in? A lot of us are looking for things that will make us come to Edo State and invest, because the way Nigeria is now, everybody must go in your own tent. Not be Lagos waiting. Go your tent, go develop your tent. That is what we are looking for. But no government in Edo State are be able to do that. All they want is diaspora, support me. What are you bringing on board so that we can come in to assist you and develop the state? Nothing, my brother, nothing. And you have more. If you want come people for abroad, now those stay plenty pass. I
always say this. First of all, that what you are saying now, the reason why they can't, all of them are kind of, dormant, can't do it, is they are too dependent on the center, too dependent on Abuja, just because of that allocation. Some governors don't even think. They just sit down there, they cook for them, they just doing nothing. They are just going all over the place, just one meeting to another meeting. All they are discussing is the next allocation. All they are discussing in how to meet with one CEO of one of the banks, how they can arranging for one loan or the other.
Okay.
That's what you will spend the entire 4 years doing. And then at the end of the day, go and commission one biscuit road. See.
Okay, do you know that Edo State has a very bright future in tourism? Now, let me give you an example. When I went to Nigeria, one of my brother girlfriend came from America, and he was looking for something to buy, artifact to buy. We didn't have access to it. Even when we traveled, the thing was not well organized, and this lady wanted to buy in large quantity. And if he's buying, he might use his dollar rate to buy it, and that will boost the economy of the state. But this Edo State government, they are not even looking into that thing. See, tourism is a money spinning. You see that Dubai? They want to leave oil now. They want to depend on only tourism. That is why the Emir of Dubai built a cathedral for Christians. They celebrate Christmas there. They celebrate Easter for Dubai. Why is he doing that? It's to bring in all race to come and celebrate the beauty of what they have done with their resources. And everybody's going there, everybody's appreciating it. That is what we can do in Edo State. When you bring in the diaspora, we can help in developing it in our own way. We put infrastructure, we put a structure down, and delegated by the government, we can do it.
Yes, of course.
We can even build a park that is bigger than the one they have in Abuja. We can do it. It's money spinning.
Yes. Hey, oh boy. You see all these aspirants in Edo State. I just want to kind of add to what you said now. You see all those aspirants, for those of them that care to listen and do, those that care to amongst them to listen and to do. See, using tourism alone, they can use tourism to raise all the money that it needs to run the state. At least, if not entirely, at least 50% that will make his life easy for him, or much easier for him, just using tourism alone. There are so many Edo citizens outside, or Edo indigenes outside Nigeria. Many. In fact, maybe I don't know the real numbers, but even if we want to count it, they will constitute one, if not the first or they will be among the top 3 if you want to use Nigeria by tribes or ethnicity outside Nigeria. If they are not number 2, they will be 2 or 3. So, and if they are all clamoring for a better state now, set up your Edo tourism, give it your own name, whatever name, you bring it out to the world. Come and set it up outside Edo State. You will raise massive money. If they care to listen, the plan is there. You will raise massive money that, see, you forget about borrowing. You will not even borrow 1 naira.
Oga Jonathan, go and check Bahamas. Where you go check Bahamas. The money where those they get, it pass Bahamas as a country. But waiting increase Bahamas now tourism. The whole ship where they go, and that go, everybody, the ship, all those ship where they put people, where people they go, where all of us go enter here, they say we want go enjoy. Then go dock for Bahamas. When they dock, everybody will come down. Everybody will come down, come buy things, come go their shop, go buy Bahamas things. Look, if we not think, I just get money past Bahamas. If one face reality,
they don't think. Even Edo State, they collect 13% derivation. It's an oil producing state too.
Yes, now. Yes.
It collects 13% derivation. So there is really, in fact, all these things. I remember in one of his lecture or that platform, Poju, this Pastor Poju organizes every 30th or whatever. P2B said, any governor, because he was using himself as he said, I've been a state governor. He said there are a lot of waste in the system. That's what he said. Not everybody can give up so many things. There's nothing like for when in Anambra then. How can you every day you kill cow in government house? Cow every day, every day. You think so? No be money. So how can you be doing that with public money? This is where all these things goes to security. All this is just a pocket.
Sure, say a human being they eat those cow every day.
Obi said it now. Obi said he said what? Okay, do you know what made Obi? Do you know what made Obi to say they have fuel dump? Fuel dump, that is underground tank where they put petrol, say for government car use like him. But every time Obi say
now every state get them. Now every state get them. Every state.
So listen, that fuel dump now, Obi said every month is costing them about 30 million naira. Then 30 million. Until when they bring the bill, make it approve. Obi say what? He say, car fuel dump now. You can't be going to, we have fuel here, so we dump it, and then in case fuel scarcity. Obi said no. They said, look at the cars. Obi reduced his convoy to 5. 1 for him, 1 to be spare in case the former one of the other one spoil. 1 for his protocol officers and the journalists. 1 for the state security. Then 1 for the police, making 5. You reduce it to 5. Thinking, say, the thing goes, being an economist, he like to economize money. When they bring the thing again, you see they run in million. Obi say what he say, Obi no, he said, okay, no more buying fuel unless I'm in the car. Because you love the people, you want to save money. That's how he saved money. He wasn't borrowing money from any bank. He saved money, and that is high. I know this type of thing. If a governor, incoming governor of Edo State, we say let them do like Obi did and save money, they will save billions in a year or millions every month. They will be saving because you don't need all those. How can you, as a governor, you are now eating 1 cow every day? The cow where they kill today, you finish them in a week. You can't. Cow meat.
Then they thief and go out. All those workers.
Some people even have restaurants on that one.
They don't open shop for that one now. Immediately.
Or even they may slaughter 1 cow for 2 weeks. They collect money every day.
For every day.
CM, CM Jonathan, do you know what Lagos State is doing now? Remember, during the Shagari time, till we enter another democracy, you see that Babish, that Babish. You know, say that Babish, all the states get their own house there.
Okay, yeah, the Luzon office, yes.
You remember?
Okay.
Do you know what happened? The Lagos State government was very smart. I think they put something on it, and all the states started selling. They pressured them. They started selling that side because you know why? They started selling because the water from Babish they enter. So they use that tactics because they never know that Lagos State is going to develop that place through private sector where they go to push the water back. You know what happened? They now gave it to some private investors to come in. They now bought those things from the state. You know what those people did? Lagos State had a plan. They wanted to turn that ocean part to tourist center where you have hotels. Mr. CM, go and Google there now. You will open your mouth.
Okay,
go Google that water line now. You go open your mouth.
It's called Amado Bello Way, Victoria Island. So.
Yes, the massive development, and there is another estate they are opening there. They call it one name. They are opening another estate near that waterways. They feel it. They are open. So this is tourism. They are doing it all because of tourism. Because they know what tourism can bring in. They want to expand. They want to expand Lagos State, whereby you see that that new Lagos, what do they call them? That big estate where former president of America can launch that time for Nigeria. What do they call that place? So
yeah, the city.
That new city.
Atlantic City.
Yes, God bless you. You see that city, it get link with that place where Lagos State do. So all those waterways, they are all hotels now. And that city where they build now, they want to link a bridge from that place to that city. You can see a very good plan they are doing because they know that the tourism investment is going to be the hinting. All this oil, and everybody jump. You know, look, Oyiboma wants to stay by the seaside. He wants to see the beautiful infrastructures. He want to learn your culture. And Edo State has one of the biggest culture that everybody want to see the civilization. Our civilization started in modern Africa.
Do you know? Apart from all those things, do you know that? Say they take it up, just like they come and study what they did in like this. Is it not Google? What they call it in New York, Guggenheim Museum or something like that in New York, and there's one museum in London. You know, Benin is an ancient kingdom, so all they needed to do was to liaise with the palace, raise money, build one massive museum that will be ancient museum of it that say dating back to 1, 2, 3 BC.
God bless you, Nigeria. CM.
Then when they put it there, build it, all they need to do is go to Ministry of Information, Abuja, External Affairs, and all our Nigerian foreign missions abroad. They put the picture there that when you come to Nigeria, you come and see ancient civilization that even surpass Egypt. Oyibo go come. History from any part of the world. When they just come, you buy ticket, go there, go survey everything, snap picture, do this. Every day, then go to get thousands of visitors. They say that the ancient museum all over Africa, then go say that's what they call Benin Kingdom.
Do you know this thing you are talking about? If you Google Taiwan and Hong Kong, they have it.
It's true.
Taiwan and Hong Kong have this thing you are talking now, they have it.
Exactly.
I Googled one of my guys where they follow online. He went to visit the ancient tiger where they worship this what do they call this their worship? The former shrine where they use that time during the old days for Taiwan, when Taiwan and China day.
Voodoo.
Yes. The ancient shrine. If you see that shrine, if you ask me, if you know the Americans where go there, where I count on TV, they pass 30. Where I count to, not to call the Chinese are even coming to do tourism for Taiwan. And this is money spinning.
Yes, now he goes. No, because you see, other states to do. I know, not that as an Igbo we have our own civilization, but it cannot compare to that of Benin, ancient Benin. So there are things one can just say the amount that it may be a masterpiece of architecture. Do one, then go to all those things, put it in there, just the name, and you trace it to Portuguese, coming all those things. By the time you, there are historians all over they can consult, archaeologists, they sit down, draw it as a project and put it. That thing could yield money just to come and see. It doesn't require anything. You see people go queue online, buy ticket.
Apart from see the books you will write about the ancient, the books, only the books last one.
And we go there. They have a massive library. Maybe library go there one wing. Then this one go be an auditorium to give lecture. Then the other one where they display the artifact. Put them very well. All the things they use and they, because of that name, Ancient Benin Kingdom, they trace the history, the map, get it, very ancient map, put it everywhere, just advertise it. So all over the world, they say part of what you see in Nigeria is, as an ambassador, if you visit Nigeria, do not leave until you get to see the ancient.
CM, look at it now. In all his governors, as the diaspora assist and reach, you know that none of them he bring in to say, let's give them this ministry of tourism, let them work on it. There's no, that's why I'm saying there's no link between him and the diasporans. That's a very big lacuna there.
Do you know? I've just opened the Guggenheim Museum in New York. Come and see.
Yeah.
Artistic display, everything, and then which ancient this thing there, not be. So that of Benin go they rich.
Yes.
You go they real rich. By the time they do, it just takes imagination for one governor to say, look, even if he does start the project, say if you do it, that is what we give. That's like an industry, because any visitor that want to come in, you pay. The ticket might be 500 naira, 1,000 naira, you pay. I bet you that one go they yield money nyafu like that, because even people go there say, come and see Ancient Benin Museum. Sometimes you do one art exhibition there.
Even you fit put them, you pay in dollar, they go pay.
No, yes, they will pay.
They will pay in dollar. You go yield more money for you.
Yeah, even if you can say Nigeria equivalent in dollar, if it's $20 you want, you convert into naira, say na 5,000 to enter, or na 4. People go queue.
No, you go collect. You go when they collect artifacts from London. He begin fight with our royal, our own royal Oba. He begin the fight for waiting not be your own.
And do you even know that well, because why it is not that some of these things are done, but because Benin is well placed because of the ancient history. It's an ancient, so the Benin Kingdom. If you call them the Museum of the Ancient Benin Kingdom, that's all. The Museum of Ancient Benin Kingdom. Then you start to trace, so that, and you make it in a way that as you are going, it's like you are going round. You go say since maybe 1288, this to 1302 to the present. By the time you do it, people will be taking and say, let's go to ancient. Before you waka finish, it go take you like 1 hour. Before you go waka come out, do the whole thing. Then there's a restaurant there.
Do you know what the ancient mode go do to us if we really invest in tourism? Nobody just, in short, look, when you think about our state of the nation, you just laugh, because they will tell you that they are technocrat. I don't know with that name. I don't want to even hear them again. They will tell you they are technocrat. Technocrat in what? Stealing money. You don't do anything. You see abundance of wealth that your people have outside. There's no channel you are creating, so that one you go increase your IGRO. You get more money to develop the state. You will not be dependent on what is coming from the center anymore. You get more money in tourism, beautify the state. That is why we are clamoring that you should build good roads. Build good roads, for Christ's sake. Put lights everywhere. If not generator, you tell the Duam, buy them. Lagos say no Duam, buy and put. But this will not agree do. The money now, look at what you just gave me, the rough estimate of the power for Abia State. 10 billion. What is 10 billion? to Edo State. What is 10 billion? Then he go tell me to say, oh, do you know how much you use in servicing that in government? Well, it's more than 800 though. But it's more than 80 if you do them in a year, it go past almost 800 billion or 80 billion.
In fact, I'm convinced every state can build a power plant. At
least every state can build it. Every state
can. 3 years. Just give it 3-4. Just tell it one time. Say you come in 2024. Before 2028, as you are leaving, you commission. No matter what, you must.
And when we say when we tell them now, let every state have security, they say no. The state government go use that anyhow. He go use that anyhow. Nigeria, no. I don't even know what we want. Sir. I don't know when a banana republic we want. I never understand people.
In fact,
they talk anyhow.
In fact, Black Panther, this museum in Benin, it didn't get me thinking now. Museum of Ancient Benin Kingdom should be the title. Just like Guggenheim, I just looked Guggenheim Museum in New York.
It's a money spinning business.
It's true. And
money spinning.
Do you know why? Do you know one thing about that is that, it's like somebody will build cathedral, for church. People just go in, come back. You don't take anything out. Now just you go take look finish. Okay, if you want to buy book, you go the bookshop or library section. You spend money. But that thing where you go look, that time don't pass. Now money. And that thing where you look, 2-3 years is still there. So you don't lose anything. Imagine something where you just hang. You may not even touch it. You just look them.
You know that fountain for Dubai. That fountain, obviously, if you play music, you go they dance. You know that fountain where you go play music, you go they dance. You know how many Americans they go there, go stand there, they look them. All the people where they stand there, you go. Why you not go pay?
And you go pay. And okay, like in that museum, Benin Ancient. If they do a museum of Ancient Benin Kingdom, then go they say hand gloves because if you want touch and they say as you are entering you pay, they give you hand glove you wear so that if you go touch anything, there should be a way to take money. Then go they serve coffee somewhere. The thing not go get money. It's a money spinning. There's no way every month you can get some millions out of there. Where go the year? Because people will be visiting it. Say if you go to Benin, go to Ancient Benin Museum. Come and see artifacts where they use all those things, history of...
you know why they don't want to do them? You know why they don't want to do them? They know see the money, they not go to see them in large... They don't go to see the money in large box. The money go to come. The money go to come in, throw. They don't go see in large box. Maybe they don't want to develop them. And if you want to develop that kind of tourism, you got to fix your road. You got to fix your road. Get a super road.
Even this one where we talk Black Panther, what if they take and borrow loan?
Another job.
What if they go tender it as collateral? say they want to borrow loan. Nigerians like loan. That one a hot money. Immediately they give you put that for pocket. Say, I don't borrow money. They don't want to work.
They're going to pack all the Benin artifacts to go.
You know when Madarita said something about the psyche of our psyche. People they take and say an offensive word. They don't know say that thing as sickness. It don't affect our sense of reasoning about the modern day developing a state. Many people they see politics like just go there, go do something. Go there, go fix one museum. Go there, go fix one road. Go there, go just do one thing. One thing. When no make sense. They'll say, you try. What did the other man do? That is the cycle of where we still get for head. That is the cycle we still get. We never really change our psyche because our thinking matters a lot about our politics. If we don't think critically, our political atmosphere will never change. We need to change the reason, the thinking, the psyche of the people. They don't know how powerful that word Manarita said, but they think, okay, look at what they were saying now today. Oh, he built the hospital, he built this thing. He built the hospital. Okay, wait that not be loan. Okay, who he built the hospital for? For the bourgeois. The man where they do fry akara for road, if he go to the hospital, no. How the hospital affect the lowest income earner who they earn 30,000? No, nothing. Then you say you do something. I still affect the people. Nothing, zero. So we need to change our psyche. How we choose people. We don't stand and say we go choose from Edo North, Edo South, they be deprived. If Edo South get people, they're not gonna get the right people. Oh, because then zone and go there now, we just pick Agberu for them.
Anyway, Black Panther. This vista we opened now, like this, this is really, you love the state. Now we've known this is the amount being owed. So all the governorship candidates, they should have to explain when they come here. Are they even aware of it? If they are aware, what will they do about it? How they got that should be the same. So it should be a case of now come and this is the question. Let's now know who is saying, because there are things somebody will be saying, that is convincing. Some are just maybe answering and then panda. You can't bamboo, you can't waffle through it. This is the loan. Are you willing to tell us where this money we are owing, borrowed, which projects we are they put into, because it's public money. Anyway, well, it will be a very stormy days ahead. I believe so, because
there's a stormy days ahead now, because if you look at the figures, if you let us be truthful, if the economists come here, if you look at the figure, they have no way but to borrow more. Because the figure is there now, they don't have any option now to borrow more now. Because that is my question. I will tell them, what the figure I have here, you don't have any option than to borrow more. If you have any option, tell us. If you have any option, tell us. Because the economics in this thing here, your internal generated fund, which you say is internal generated fund, tell us where the government generates its fund in the state. Just give us a brief on it. Let the whole world know where they generate their fund from. Because they don't tell us where they generate their fund from. They always tell us, IGR is increased. Where? Which sector? We need to know so that we go follow up every issue, so that we can even defend you when people they talk against you. That is the people that will defend you, not you defending yourself. It is the people. You cannot just bulldoze or close all the secrets. Then you just bring one book, say IGR don't increase to 500 billion. How? You build road? How? You build road? You do anything? You say generate. Okay, the transport system where you go feed generate money. What do you do there? Zero. The water project where it's supposed to generate money. What do you do there? Zero. The one we thought say go build seaport. That one a capital zero, that one a big zero. So where in the farming zero. So what do you develop? Oh, you do local government, how do they buy land for Edo State? How does that affect and how does it increase your IGR? That's the question. It's not just to beautify things, but how does it affect the people, the life of the people?
In fact, to be honest, I now know why they always rush to borrow money, because to see the one where they go put for pocket, they don't use just to. That's just the thing.
That is it now. Just to borrow money, borrow.
Just to borrow money, put for pocket, share the one where and go share. Then immediately they pay salary no more. Just share money, nothing.
Yeah, that salary is it. Once they pay salary every month.
Once they pay salary, so that makes civil servants no go on strike. So once they pay salary,
do you know that Edo State don't have any standard hall where people can use for their entertainment, or the entertainment industry is booming. Yes. No standard hall in Edo State that they can use, and the government is sitting there. These are things that we in diaspora can do, but there's no way we can come in when the infrastructures are not there.
Yes. Okay, like a conference center.
Like conference
center. We don't have it.
Like this thing they call, this dome, all this dome.
All this,
build. There's nothing. Who will come and invest in that? no infrastructure to support it.
It's true.
You know, the thing will just decay.
In fact,
that is why I said diaspora had a lot to have done. But this man, they don't remember us. They don't want to. They don't want. If you look at, you know what they call German bloggers, and they do guys ready for Germany. Those guys get money pieces, but they know they channel them well now because the government they give them any link.
In fact, now that I looked at this Guggenheim Museum in New York, Edo, of all the places, I think it's a country like Ile-Ife because of the credo. It should be something artifact or maybe museum being there makes sense. Ile-Ife, I know of Ile-Ife. Then a Bini, ancient Bini, or even Oyo Empire. So when do you say ancient Bini kingdom? To be honest with you, there's nothing. No, let's forget anything tourism.
Do you know Olumo Rock? Olumo Rock.
That one appear Kutana.
Go and look at the development that state governor do there. He go shock you. Go there, just Google him. Google him, you go see what that man do there. People they come every time for you to go see that rock.
Yes, even that rock is not as historical as ancient Bini kingdom. You know, it's kingdom with artifact where they and the history. People will come and look at it. But particularly Portuguese, they said we used to have embassy or exchange disease. You know, that thing is alone, that one, and it go there prominent in Benin. It go just be like the way National Theatre is in Lagos. It might not be that type of building, but it will be just iconic. One iconic building. It doesn't mean whatever money even if you borrow money to do that type of project, it will pay back. So far you put it, said any money coming here is in trust. It enters every year, every day. People, it will pay it off. And it will be a lasting legacy. Just like, you know, in the world, if they show New York, they show the Statue of Liberty. If they show Brazil, they show the Rising Christ in the Rio de Janeiro. If they show France, they show Eiffel Tower. If they show Lagos in Nigeria, they show National Theatre. Then if they show Benin, that should be the iconic something to show. Say this is the culture. That is the thing. The city of ancient kingdom museum. Say, have you seen the Great Benin Museum? Oh, go and see it. In fact, it just be. They may not have money to execute it like National Theatre design, but something iconic like that, they can't go below that standard. Put it there. Say this is to preserve it for the next 1,000 years.
Mr. CM, that thing is very easy. The man does not have a bridge between him, his government, and the diaspora that they are Benin. He doesn't have it. That's the basic problem. You must not go bring somebody from one Janjala Europe. You have people that have money. We have great millionaires in America, Benin boys. Then full year, doctor, nurses, system programmer, cybersecurity expert, they are all over here. But this man, no, they visit anybody. No. Idea day, no. They can build software for him that place Benin go change.
In fact, to tell you the truth, I'm not better. I think this is Benin is well placed. If there is anything museum, the best museum should be in Benin, the best museum in Nigeria, because it's an ancient kingdom, the Benin kingdom of 1244, 1381. Before you get to 14th century, 15th century, 16th century. By the time you tabulate all these things and all those museums, put them each one in a unique place, you go sit down, they watch and do. They can't get a theater, like underground theater, get library, get this. It's like an art place and then the museum environment. Everybody go like to visit it. Say, try and visit Benin Museum, the great museum in Nigeria. People will come. The world history go know them. Every year, maybe there's one exhibition. You go advertise all over the world. Say every year there will be something like one workshop or exhibition holding. Definitely, people go come.
Yes.
By the time they arrive at Nigeria, Benin Airport, drive in there. Then all you need to put there is one kind 5-star hotel, chicken.
That's why you grow the airline industry too.
It's true. You see, by the time you put 1 5-star industry there, chicken, it don't finish.
Yes, no.
I'm telling you, this is something that for the next, okay, look at National Theatre. That kind of iconic building. Can you imagine that is a museum? People go there, only National Theatre, just if you want film or Sunday, organize wedding or social event, but this is a museum. People will like to come and see. And what are they really seeing? Something you just see with your eye. You go, another person, and you pay money to enter. You know what it means? Gate, you pay. You pay, you enter, you pay every time. Every day, money go to enter. Every day, money go to every day. It's something. And it will bring out the image of the place. So, I don't know, but, like they don't think very far. All they want is so Obaseki collect five million
if you
for
see
farmers.
the hall, if you see the hall where they call art hall, if you go there, it's very shameful, very, very shameful. So when they say they want to come and govern, I know, you see, this will not be rocket science. So if you need help, cry, say you need help. They know they cry, they'll just say they didn't do anything. Now you do anything, no result, no report sheet. On as F9. F9.
Benin is a museum because of its history. I'm not saying because this. I know there can be, but Benin needs a museum. The Museum of Benin, Museum of Ancient History.
Because they have the product already.
Yes, now everything there. It's not everything.
You know, Lagos State have a digital museum now. Digital museum of Lagos and the ancient Yoruba kingdom. Lagos State have digital museum now. Now the president, the past president, I go open am. Digital museum, Lagos State. Maybe now we confirm that state. They don't open digital museum. Our own. Let's see they play.
If museum in Lagos is good, but there are a lot of things in Lagos that may swallow that. But Benin can just be like, say, in a desert. Anything will just stay there like this, bam. Because, nothing. Said, Benin, say, that museum. Benin museum. When they mention Benin City, it say, the museum. Museum of Ancient Benin Kingdom. Go and see. Go and have a look. Do you know in Brazil, they preserved a state called Salvador? The slave trade they did, they preserved it. So people are, because of that, coming to see slavery, the history. They just do a museum for it. So something like that, if Benin do it, it will be remarkable. Everybody will like to say, when you mention Benin, they say museum. If you mention Benin, museum, that's all. That alone go give them money and give them prestige.
If you see Abia State from helicopter, you view from top. Abia State is one of the best landscape I've ever seen, and the road network are superb there. It just needs little. Look, that place was developed by Abians. You people don't understand what I talk. It was developed by the people, not even the government. And look at what they did. And we don't do that to even build road now, Allah. To build common road, borehole. Now they think 21st century borehole.
But before I leave, Black Panther, it good make they ask Obaseki what did it take money do? Let's just be serious.
Now borehole they build, now borehole now they build borehole.
That's the test.
No pass borehole.
Borehole na 5 million will be they build for not free of
With
charge.
5 million. That's why I go quote 100 million top am. Never know them. Their money, their eye, their money. Now be their eye. They know the shit.
You see,
old man with the teeth.
When I tell you this story of that, now I remember the man don't die now. Immediately they read them. He get up with his walking stick. He say, I hear say you borrow money, you take money for old people. Now he say yes, say, but you give me now. Now he box the man. Forget it. Oh, I don't understand. The man, na old man, they hear grammar, but they just they talk. So when they interrogate the chairman, because they accuse them of stealing money, one say, but remember that time you collected the money for all the old people in our kindred and all these dates. You promised this. He said, but is he not here? He said, yes. Did you remember? He said, yes. Now one man here say, He can't get up, say, please, I have question. He asked the man, say, so you collected money, old people like us. He say, yeah. He said, but you didn't give me now. Now for if man go talk, he don't box and form out. People, he say, give me my own now, give me my own now. That's what he did. So really, it's nothing to write home about, but we should not.
Can you imagine our Nigerian army? Look, those people that are doing like say that the Agbero, where they go take over one place. The Nigerian army are them big, so they don't get insurance. Are them big, so they don't get health insurance. So just they carry gun about. And I saw big one. They don't have health insurance. Ordinary health insurance they don't get, but they carry gun about.
Can you see that? Can you just imagine that for a minute? Police officer when they carry gun, we don't get insurance.
We don't get insurance. No, they see all those kind of stupidity in our democracy.
Even if they say they get insurance, if you find out, you will see say now one kind shitty insurance they give.
See, make I tell you now, when my dad was a police officer, was into the service, then when Nigeria was good, they used to feed if you are the sergeant on guard that time, they used to feed them in the evening and in the morning. The police where they tell you, so they used to feed. My father go bring package of they give them box of food, go bring and call us, all of us go. Would they expect the food anytime? Would they pray make they on guard? That time was in the college. He was a lecturer, but sometimes they was make they on guard because now senior officers make they on guard. Now ain't go they look all of them in case any problem. They go feed them two times. Then if not allowed to talk, any police officer where you know, ask Sam. They feed police when they on duty, they go feed them 2 times. We they pray. You know this corn beef. You know corn beef. Corn beef. Then go put on for you know this bisco. This bisco. What a bisco that they call it. That biscuit they for pack, red pack. That biscuit. God bless you. Nasco biscuit. Now that one they give them in the afternoon. They'll take tea, drink camp. My father go bring the own. Can't give us. Would they expect that thing every time when they're on duty? You can imagine the sweetness to see your father. Would they happy see your father in a corpse?
This one you said, if it is confirmed that those Nigerian police where they carry gun no get insurance on their head.
I say they no get insurance. I mean, I go lie for you. My father was a corpse now. He retired as a chief in the corps now. I go tell you like this.
Nigeria. Okay. How you expect that kind of police to protect you?
How could the man be carrying gun for somebody and don't get insurance?
If you get injury, go and look at there are many police officers that are online now. You get injury, they shoot you. You get injury for maybe you had a problem. You can't get injury for your leg. If you don't get money, you go deal with you till you old. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If I'm lying, any officer that you know, ask him that question. He will tell you the reality. He will tell you, I'm telling you the reality. No police officer is insured. Anything that they talk, now lie. Wow. Let them show us the book. Let them show us the card. If you did insured, you must get your card, your pass card. When I was in Nigeria, I had insurance. I was having an insurance. I was lucky to have it was set up by United Nations. I was lucky to have one. So I paid 1,000 every month. I have to take mine and some of my brothers. That thing works perfectly. Honorary organization, I ain't do that one. No. Nigerian police, where they get billions every year. They not to do one thing.
You get one reality. You know why the thing they funny to me so much? They say you get one reality show where I they watch here. Sometimes it's police. They have camera. They put camera on in front of their clothes, so they are taking live recording of everything they are doing. If they get injured or they get shot or anything, if you see the way they treat them, I can't come to the conclusions. It be like then they treat these officers past regular people. They will treat them 4 bullets. They will not die. They will take it out. I can say, how is it? What is it? Are they doing some extra? They don't. The way the medical people and do police here. Before police die.
It's true now.
In fact,
it's true. There should be. Do you know that as a person, I'm not the military, police, all these people. They should be taken care of. I'm not against it. You have to look after them. By looking after them does not just mean them, even them and their family.
Yeah.
You look at that is the thing, because when you are putting your life on the line on behalf of the nation, it's not like going to the ministry to work as an accountant. No, I know you are working for government, but that is different. That is not a life, and you are not exposed to danger in which you may lose your life. But somebody in the military, police, all these forces, when you look after them, you look up. In fact, there should be good remuneration, good condition of service to motivate them, and then they give in their best. But in Nigeria, how can somebody be carrying gun, no insurance, and they take and go crowded, go carry and go stadium, go where people fool, carry and go stay for bus stop?
Okay, ask yourself one question. When they say me those police follow those kidnappers, what did they talk?
That's true, yeah. That
what did they tell you? They said they know they go. Why? Because they know they insured. If anything happen, 1 naira no go give. They no go give their wife 1 naira.
Hey,
okay, my brothers.
To collect gratuity, gratuity. To collect gratuity.
Now
when you lost your loved one. Now civil war, not be what? Civil war, not be even war. Civil war.
Hey. Do you know? There was a place in Imo State. That's one of during a Rochas time. All these pensioners. Oyibo own be say when you are a pensioner, just your account, the money goes in. Everything, they are honest here. In Nigeria own, Okorocha said they should report to the pensions office. It's like every pension office, they get trees where they plant around. I don't know why. All this
so that they can rest under the sun.
So, I don't know. Even the one where maybe let just keep checking every state where you hear pension office, there must be trees around.
So that you can rest there now and drink gari.
All these old men, when they call Nakara, them they wear now. Very old people with their reading glass. One of them, if you buy newspaper, then go share and they read. They're under the tree.
Do you know that? Before my dad collecting pension, sir? Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you didn't work. So this pension, I think the one where they Imo State.
My dad got to bribe before he collect pension.
Oh, that one.
Bribe.
So, the one where they Imo State. The man there, they say he sit down under the tree. From sitting down, they think say they sleep. No, they say he don't buy.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
Like that. They think say they sleep. Wake up, no more. The eye don't turn. They look, he don't die. Under the tree.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah. People wake up for pension.
Man don't think tire.
To collect pension, collect gratuity, all these things na wahala in Nigeria. Now your money. Do you know? Somebody told me that if your dad, like say your old man, your dad, if they put money for bank, and maybe the bank they say they come withdraw and they do all these things. If he die, man, I no go tell bank immediately. Man, I find a way reduce the money because
find way reduce the money as much as possible.
That
one are true. That one are confirmed. Confirmed.
And they carry people pension now. People that died, they obtain their pension.
Because
they do away now.
The moment the bank here say that old man done that, they go for the account. They go for before you get money out of it, you go suffer. Just tell them, the man said this. Say, okay, maybe now you say yes. The man, when go there, see, you don't go and tell them. Pata, when I go find somebody, maybe top. If you go say when I want to see manager, or maybe somebody where there must be connection. Say, see what thing happen and see the balance. How na one taker. So at that point, when I don't know, but if not just the normal, they say you go over the counter, they hear say he die, no more. When it go hard, that money go they reduce by themselves. Nigeria. Say he say never tell the bank say you don't die. No, say no tell.
You know, say if then die, no thing they call and say Sarah, say don't die for Sarah. That's what they talk now.
Free cash.
They say don't die.
Or then go take and do what they call hand.